There's more girls here than anywhere in the world, and we play rock and roll. All we do now, we don't like add in. Some clubs will play a little bit of rock and roll. We play only rock and roll. I like the girls that come here.
All right, we're on. Let's go ask Cult TV. Are you commenting on your phone?
Yeah. I got the notification. I was like, fucking let me throw in some comments real quick.
I thought my thing was glitching and it was like pulling up chats from a previous stream from you or something.
I like this fucking background.
I still don't like. I'm undecided. I also have this one in the arsenal.
I like the other one better.
Yeah. I was only gonna. I like the wing font, and I was gonna do pink and white again, because I've been watching Dark Side of the Ring. So I watched the Montreal Screwjob episode.
Say, it reminds me of. I was just thinking, it reminds me of Bret Hart. That's pretty cool when you put it like that.
But I like, now that I realize this, I like the gradient of the font, but it needs a more black background because the gray parts kind of blend in with the font.
I was thinking it kind of looks like TV static, like on the like the 2000 when the channel would go out on the box TV.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, I like that. It makes me I remember when we stayed at our grandparents and that shit would happen in the night sometimes. Remember the security tests on national TV would be like,
Oh yeah, those were
do that
awesome.
shit. I fucking hated those.
Yeah, that was always
I
awesome.
also fucking hated waking up to get water and then the fucking clocks are going off at night and it's like pitch black. You remember that?
Oh yeah, the clocks still go off every hour.
Oh, you know, it's terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just it's just I guess it's always how it's gonna, that's like the one thing they have is a shit ton of clocks.
Yeah.
But shit, what was I gonna say? Okay, wrestling. I guess before I even get into the first actual wrestling topic, yeah, I've been watching because Tubi has the first 2 seasons of Dark Side of the Ring.
Tubi.
And those are the only 2 good seasons because they ran out of ideas after the first 2. Now they're just straight up doing like I mean, even in season 2, they did the Brawl for All, which is like that's not like dark. That's just a bad wrestling angle. You know, the first season was like actual dark stuff, like deaths.
Yeah.
I guess the Montreal Screwjob might have been like the one of kind of lighter hearted things. The first episode is one of my favorites. The Randy Savage and Liz, their relationship, and Randy Savage's like possessiveness and shit.
Yeah, I've seen clips of it. It's interesting for sure.
But the Montreal Screwjob is always one of my favorite like wrestling stories in general.
Well, it's a great story because I feel like we'll never really know like the truth.
Well, it's funny that Scott Hall thinks it's a work.
Nah.
Scott Hall thought it was a work and says he never talked to Sean about it. Jim Cornette says, no, fuck Scott Hall. Of course he talked to Sean about it, and he knows it wasn't a work because
Yeah.
he's like, dude, those guys talked about fucking everything. Why would they not have talked about it?
Yeah, that's him trying to cover his dog.
Well, Scott Hall also makes a mistake. So he points out that one of the reasons he thinks it's a work is because when Bret Hart spits on Vince at ringside,
Yeah.
there's a clip of the camera going in tight on Vince wiping the loogie out of his face, and he said, "Why would the WWF truck, lock in on Vince wiping a loogie off of his face? That wasn't WWF footage. That was footage from that Wrestling with Shadows documentary that Bret Hart was filming."
Gotcha. Interesting.
And then people also think that Wrestling with Shadows documentary is like further proof that it was a work because, like, oh, coincidentally, Bret Hart has a camera crew following around, and
I mean, that's not hard to believe at all.
I think that kind of leans to the idea that it was not a work because why would Vince want a documentary crew running around when he's doing like one of the worst things he's ever fucking done as a wrestling promoter?
Absolutely, yeah. One, if it was a work, Vince would not let himself get spat on like that.
Oh
No,
yeah,
that
no,
would not be part of the plan. That wouldn't fly.
yeah, he wouldn't, or let Brett trash all that expensive equipment and shit. Like,
Yeah, exactly. I think the official narrative is pretty likely to be the truth. Yeah, Brett was gonna leave and he doesn't want, he doesn't want him to take the championship with him. Seems pretty simple to me.
Yeah, a lot of that episode, there's a really funny part where they're talking about how seriously Brett took everything, and Bruce Pritchard was in it, and he's like, Brett really thought of himself as like a real champion, and Bruce Pritchard is straight up like, does he realize like no one actually beats anyone for the belt? Like Vince decides who's the champion. Brett, you didn't beat anyone for the championship. Like Vince gave you the belt.
I have always thought that's like a funny aspect. Some people you can definitely tell take it more seriously than others, but it makes sense. Like that is him at the end of the day. I feel like he's like the most serious dude of all time.
Yeah, I think he definitely is like the most bitter dude of all time, but I almost don't blame him. Like,
Oh no, I don't either. I mean, Bill Goldberg. I did kick him in the head and gave him. Dude, I didn't know for the longest time that shit gave him a fucking stroke years later.
yeah,
And I was like,
uh,
oh, I actually don't blame him. I'd be pissed off too.
I'm sure that has a lot. Like, I'm sure he has a lot of problems at home. Like, he probably walks funny sometimes, or maybe that's why he kind of talks funny even a little bit.
No, definitely. Some part of his brain got fried when that shit happened, and I do feel bad for him. You ever seen what Ric Flair says about Dark Side of the Ring?
No,
He says he doesn't fuck with anyone that ever goes on that show. I forget. He was talking about someone specific. He's like, "Oh, I used to like that guy, but then he fucking turned his back on us by going on that horrible Dark Side of the Ring show." And not like I take his opinion too seriously, even though I'm a fan. But I
well,
kind of see his point. Like it is kind of breaking kayfabe in a way.
Ric Flair doesn't like that show because when they did a plane ride from hell episode and they trashed Ric
Of
Flair.
course they did. Yeah, it's like the modern way. Everyone fucking shits on him. Did you know he has a book?
Ric Flair,
Yeah,
probably one of the best books of all time.
fucking autobiography from like 2004. It's called like To Be the Man or something like that. I kind of want to buy it, but it's fucking expensive because it's old, you know.
Jim, I hope you burn your dinner and it tastes like shit, and I hope you die after you eat it.
Yeah, leave your stove
Um,
running without the flame.
Ric Flair doesn't like that show because yeah, they did the plane ride from hell, and they basically called him like a like a sex criminal because remember he was opening his robe for chicks in the
Yeah, and he was showing them his dick and shit.
yeah, and they had one of the flight attendants. It was either one or two in the episode, and they were straight up like, like I'm not saying dudes should go around opening up their robe for girls, but if you watch that episode and you knew nothing about Ric Flair, you would think he's like a fucking serial rapist by the time the episode was over. Like they trashed him hard, and
They
it was
definitely,
kind of
yeah.
ridiculous.
No, I agree. I thought they went overboard. Like, yeah, I'm not saying it's a good thing. You shouldn't have been doing that, but like,
But if anyone should be doing it, fuck it, it's Ric Flair. It's
yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what to make of it because it's not like I was there or some shit. So who knows the severity? But I don't know.
I also watched the Fabulous Moolah episode. I don't know if you know shit about her story.
Nah, not really. I heard the name and I know there's some shit about her, but I'm not too sure of the specifics.
So basically, if the Fabulous Moolah back in like the 70s, I think the training stuff happened in like the 70s and early 80s before, women wrestlers were like a big thing. She basically had a compound. She had a house and a big piece of property with all these like little buildings that were like as apartments. And she would like women would come live on the compound and she would train them to become
Mhm.
wrestlers. And then she would book their shows for them.
Yeah,
So they would pay her rent, and then she would take a booking fee out of their paychecks they get for working. And she was basically known like for a long time. If you were a woman wrestler and you wanted to work, you
mhm.
had to go through Moolah. Like no one, she was like she owned like women's wrestling in
Yeah,
America.
yeah.
And there's a couple girls that trained under her that say that she like forced them to take drugs and pimped them out and made them fuck promoters and
Oh
like
shit.
she like beat on him and shit. But then there are some women wrestlers who come out and say, no, none of that shit's true. And they're tarnishing her legacy because they just want to get popular on her name.
Oh, so she's like the female Vince.
Yeah, some of them come out and say, yeah, she was an asshole and she was very strict and she did pressure us into fucking promoters. Some like there's one wrestler who has a story where she breaks her neck in the ring.
Mm,
I think she wrestled for WWF back in the early 80s. Breaks her neck, not even her fault. Some chick sits on her head in the ring basically, and she breaks her neck.
dang.
And the day after getting home from the hospital, Moolah takes her out to the ring and says, I want to see if you can take bumps with your fucking broken neck in a neck brace. So she's taking
That's
bumps
wild.
and she can't do it because obviously her neck's broken. So then Moolah goes to her and says, well, you can't work and I need my rent. So you need to go visit this
Oh,
promoter.
yeah.
And if you're extra nice to him, he'll give you money. Basically, if you fuck the guy, he'll pay you. And she said, no, I won't do that. And so she kicked her out.
Mhm.
I'm like, well, that's not illegal. Like, that's not a good person move. But I mean, she does need her rent. You can't live there for free if you're injured. It sucks, So you're getting into super dark gray area. But it's not like she was. And then there's one, and of course, it's Vice. So there's one student that she had that was a black wrestler named Sweet Georgia Brown.
Mhm.
And I guess she was like one of the first badass name, by the way, fucking
I was
Sweet
gonna say,
Georgia
good,
Brown.
good name, great name.
I guess she was like the first black female wrestler, um, like in America to, I don't know, like the first one ever or just the first one to become known. But
Yeah, yeah.
she was a student of Mullah's, and she told her kids all these horror stories about Mullah like pimping her out to like white racist promoters, which also never makes sense to me. If you're a white racist dude, why do you want to fuck black chicks?
I,
First of all,
I
but
agree. I was thinking the same thing, but go on.
it's her son and daughter that are telling these stories because she's dead. And I don't want to say I don't believe them at all, but the son loses credibility with me because at one point he goes, my mom was the fourth top women's wrestler in the world, and Mullah was the champ. But Mullah never wanted to give her a championship match because she knew that my mom would have won. I'm
Oh,
like,
that's retarded. Yeah,
I was
you
like,
don't
"Do you
know anything
realize
about
wrestling
wrestling.
isn't real, brother? Like, what do you mean your mom would have won? Like, what? Like, okay, I don't believe
Maybe,
anything these people say anymore."
maybe he's retarded. He still thinks it's real. It's still real to me, damn it.
Dude, he's a pastor at like a Southern black church.
Of course he is. He's Protestant. He's retarded. Sorry, no, I'm kidding. That's fucked up. But
They had clips of him, like that was how Vice introduced him, was him preaching at the Southern church, and he's like, "My mother, Sweet Georgia Brown, the Vice documentary is here to talk about her." Like he was doing his Martin Luther King
no,
Jr. shit.
I usually don't trust anything Vice related. They're a bunch of fucking liberals over there.
Yeah, and it sucks because the Dark Side of the Ring series is really good, but like once in a while that stuff will creep in. So as soon as you saw they were doing Fabulous Moolah, you're like, "Oh fuck, this stuff's gonna creep in."
Yeah, here you go. It's interesting that they did a hit piece on her, considering she's a woman too. But I don't know. I'm sure the truth is somewhere in the middle. I feel like stuff like that. Some of it's probably true, some of it's probably not, and I would believe it.
The wrestler, I liked her the best. The wrestler that broke her neck and Moolah tried to tell her
I
to go
believe
fuck the
that.
promoter to get paid. At the very end of the episode, her take was the best. She basically said, "Yeah, she was an asshole. She was a bitch, but you can't wipe away all the history. Like she started women's wrestling and like made that shit what it is." She's like,
Exactly.
you can't ignore that history just because she was an asshole." Is literally what the last thing she said was.
They'll say the same thing about Vince when he's dead, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, when Vince is dead, you're gonna there's gonna be white girls and fucking guys that want to get laid in comment section saying Vince who? Vince who? Like
Dude, I know, I fucking hate it. Dude, it's sad. I feel like you can't even say like a small, minute positive thing about Vince nowadays, like without getting hella feet like blowback in the comments.
no, there's some people on Twitter that are still being cool to like they're pro Vince, and I like seeing those tweets. So there are some like wrestling accounts and people on.
Bro, in my eyes, you see all the crazy shit that the fools in the Epstein files do. Bro, I mean, what Vince did wasn't great. I mean, shit on a girl, you shouldn't do that. But I mean, like, is that so bad compared to the shit that the actual evil people of the world are doing? I don't think so.
Some people even think the shit on the head story is not even true.
That could be totally fake, especially with how money hungry that chick is. She could be making that up, and people are like, oh, yeah, Vince is a pervert. It could be true, you know? I don't fucking know, but I'm still a Vince fan.
Did you see? Hold on, really quick, just because I got to pull this up. There's a great tweet. I don't know if you saw this news.
Oh,
MJF has filed the trademark Big Hebrew.
bruh. Hell no. I like that new soundbite. That's a
Oh
good
yeah, we got
one.
a bunch going.
Dude, he should lead into it. That would be a sick heel move.
I think he would. I think he will.
He should. He'd be like, yeah, I'm stealing all your country's money and sending it to mine. So what?
I think he missed a big opportunity when that shit happened with that fat guy, where people were chanting "fuck ice" because that's that fat guy's entire personality.
What fat guy?
There's a fat guy who he's like the vocalist of some shitty hardcore band called like God's Hate or something.
What?
One of the, those tough guy hardcore bands,
Yeah,
and his
yeah.
whole personality is fuck ice. And so
Of
now
course
when
it
he
is.
goes, he wrestles for AEW, and when he shows up, the audience is chant "fuck ice." And this was like a viral moment. CNN like was all hyped on it, and MJF was the guy standing across the ring while this was going on.
Mm.
And MJF kind of made a funny look to the camera, but people are like, he missed out on an opportunity to fucking endorse Ice and become the biggest heel of all time.
Oh, he should have. That would have been fucking tight. Even if he is the big Hebrew, I would have supported him for that.
Yeah, people don't have the people like as cool as MJF is, people don't have that kind of guts. Again, I was watching the episode about the Von Erichs and the father, the patriarch of the Von Erichs. His
Yeah,
gimmick was he came out in fucking Nazi. He was a Nazi. Like that was
yeah,
he's like, if I'm gonna get heat in Texas back in the 70s,
got to, yeah.
I'm gonna come out dressed like a fucking Nazi. But nobody would do that shit anymore.
No effects. You gotta do what you gotta do. I like MJF, but I feel like his gimmick has gotten a little stale. I will say he does have a pretty good hair transplant, though. I don't know if you
Yeah.
noticed. It looks much better now, dude. He was. I remember someone posted TikTok a while ago, like years ago, and dude, his shit was going bald bad. I was like, oh shit. And then he took a big break from wrestling, and everyone said it's to get a hair transplant. And sure enough, he comes back and he has hair again.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fucking crazy. I was like, dude, good for you. He should be a total heel though. Run with the
Yeah,
good Beaver thing.
I am pro hair transplant and I am
Absolutely.
pro people being real heels. I think too many people nowadays want to be like the cool heel. Everyone's obsessed with
Yeah.
like they want like the stone cold heel where like you're a heel but people still think you're cool.
Mm.
But it's like you just got to go for full blown heel. Like nobody will actually just get real heat like that anymore. And then none of the heels have any good motivations nowadays. Like it's always just the fans turned their back on me, and that's all. That's
Yeah,
everything
it's
a
like
heel
evil
is
for
now.
the sake of being evil. No, you gotta have a good one.
All right. The tweet out. There's specifically a tweet that somebody posted. I don't know if
Let's
you
see
saw
it.
this picture of CM Punk. It's fucking horrendous though.
What is this real?
Yeah. Do you remember when Becky Lynch and Seth
Ugh.
Rollins posted that picture of themselves naked with the championship belts over them?
I remember that. I saw that one, but this is tough, bro. Look
So
at
the
this
problem
washed
is
up no
CM
chili.
he's fucking gray and like looks like he's like starving.
Yeah, he looks like he's a million years old. Like if you told me he's 60, I'd believe you.
This person says fans are wondering why WrestleMania 42 tickets are struggling to sell and interest in WWE has tanked. Look at this washed up, no talent liberal douchebag parading as the face of the company, burying real talents, now pushing his 4-foot wife, in parentheses, 39 but acting like a teenage girl, into becoming a champion while young, beautiful women get zero TV time. No wonder casual fans are tuning out. And I fucking hated to like agree with
I
it,
was
but
gonna say I hate to agree with it because I like CM Punk and I always have, but yeah, dude, he's kind of lost. I think he's kind of lost. He's very out of touch,
yeah, this
which is
picture was
funny because
such a
he thinks he's really in touch. I'm sure with like the youth.
oh yeah.
Ugh.
This picture, like he should have looked like he looks fucking gray. Like his skin looks like it's fucking gray. Dude, his tattoos are faded. He looks like he's like is emaciated the right word?
I don't know, but it sounds right. His problem is that he's not willing to do anything about it. He must have like the easiest job in the world. He doesn't even look like he fucking lifts. Like I'm bigger than this fool right now, and I'm not big. I'm a skinny guy.
Annie, if you stick around like a little bit longer, I'm gonna
Oh,
pull up the video.
I actually agree with you, but more on that
I'm gonna
later.
pull up the video of the fat chick getting arrested. That's why I put in the title "Fat People Should Pay More Taxes" because fat people they take up more space.
Yeah, it's true, and there are lots of other things they ruined. But yeah, no, I mean, I completely agree. And I'm happy that CM Punk is getting a last title run. But dude, he looks like shit, and he's never been like a body guy or nothing like that. But I think this is over the line. If I were WWE, I would tell him like, hey, this is the shit we're gonna put you on. You're gonna take it. You're gonna work out, and you're gonna get better. Because he looks like shit. He looks like he's a million years old.
Yeah, he needs to start taking steroids. And then now we're expected to take him seriously, like putting up a fight against Roman Reigns.
Yeah, dude, you look at Roman Reigns with his fucking 8 pack, and you think that CM Punk can beat that guy? Come on.
Yeah, it's rough. It's looking rough for him. He seems a bit washed. And then AJ Lee, those are the clips I wanted to play, but I won't just because of WWE copyright. But AJ Lee is fucking horrible on the mic.
Oh, facts. She really is 39. That guy put it good. She really is 39, acting like a teenage girl. And you can tell, like I said, both of them probably think they're so in touch with the crowd and they think they understand what's going on. But they're both, especially for wrestling fans. Do you think they know that most wrestling fans don't fuck with that shit?
No, because first of all, CM Punk has talked about how he blocks anyone on Twitter that he like he's not ashamed to be like a blocker on Twitter. Like he said this before in an interview years ago. He said Twitter is like the window in my kitchen. If you're standing outside yelling in through my window, I'm gonna close the fucking window, which I do agree with, but that does put that nowadays, CM Punk probably just blocks everyone who says, "Hey, I don't support trans kids."
Yeah.
So they both probably, and AJ Lee with her famous fucking mental
Yeah,
retardation
I think
superpowers,
that's
she
terrible.
can't handle, she doesn't have the mental strength to hear someone who disagrees with her. So she's blocking everyone that doesn't have the same opinion as her. So no, they probably do live in that stereotypical echo chamber, and they think that's the world.
That's wild. If only they knew the truth. If only CM Punk would just be himself, we'd be in a lot better spot in WWE, I think.
Yeah, if they would just make him a fucking heel, make him just steroids, make him grow his hair out.
Oh, that would be awesome if we saw like an anti-straight edge CM Punk, like he's just fucking juiced to the gills. Just hella
Oh, that
huge
would be
on
great too,
drugs.
if he came out and said like "fuck straight." If he came out and was like,
Yeah, fuck straight edge. I feel better than ever. Do drugs. Like that would be a sick heel run, bro. And he turns like hella vain and only cares about putting on more muscle. That would be hilarious.
yeah, it would be fucking great. But no, he won't do shit. I think he's content to run out his career doing the whole "I'm home and I'm happy." Like that's his whole gimmick, is I'm back and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, right. It's actually better because Vince is not here because Vince bad. Like,
Oh
Vince
yeah,
sucks.
even though when he came back, Vince was there, and he talked about how he talked to Vince when he's fucking retarded.
Nah, I agree.
All right, I'm gonna pull up this clip. We're moving.
It's the fat people one.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We might get back to some wrestling later. We might not. And if you're still here, this is the clip. This is why fat people should pay more taxes. After this, we'll do Dragon Ball GT, and then at the end, we'll do Free For All. I might get back to a little bit of wrestling. I don't know. There's some guy talking. This is on some channel called Atozi with almost 2 million subscribers. I don't know who the fuck it is, but it's his video. So I'll try to skip the parts of him talking.
Nice font search in the search bar.
Oh, change gradient font GIMP.
I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
That's how I learned how to edit the gradient on the font in our background right now.
Yeah.
GIMP is like the OBS of Photoshop. It's like free open source.
No, it makes sense. I figured it was for shit for the background.
I was hella worried. I'm like, fuck, is there some like Brazilian butts in there or something?
But remember, you're unlawfully detaining a disabled woman who's been
Okay,
kidnapped.
well, you're under arrest, so
I
we're not
know.
detaining you. You're under arrest.
I have the right to an attorney, and I have the right to remain
You sure do,
silent.
and you can also remain silent. That would be a great thing to start with.
And it all started when the staff of Trios Medical Hospital.
All right, you can already hear she sounds insufferable.
Yeah.
I'll have the right to an attorney.
Holy
Sure.
shit.
All right, you're good. Let's go.
That's your trespass
No, I'm
warning.
not
Your
going-
trespass
no,
from
I'm not
Trios
going
for
anywhere
99
with you.
years.
No, you're not going anywhere with us. You're leaving
No.
the property.
You're leaving the
Let's go.
property.
I'm not leaving. Hey, witnesses, I need a witness.
It's all on camera. You don't have
Everything's
No,
on
it's
body
not.
camera.
So if I rip this up, it's
That's fine. You've
99
been advised.
years?
Yes,
Imagine
99 years. You
tattooing
can
that
come back.
fat fucking arm.
Say what?
I said, imagine tattooing that fat fucking arm. It's like this fucking big. It's like 4 of my heads, bro.
Dirty white boy CM Punk is washed. Dude, I'm gonna save our spot in this video just because I think Dirty White Boy is late. Dude, have you seen that picture of Punk with the championship belts on? I damn near should just make it the background of the stream, is what I should do. It's horrendous. We were just talking about it. Just this fucking gray.
Yo, when you first pulled it up, I was hoping it was fake. I was like, this has got to be AI.
No, dude, this fucking gray, African starving child, old man thinking he's funny, doing the Shawn Michaels with the belts. Bro, look, even his stance. Look at the way his legs
I was
are.
just gonna say, look at the way he's fucking standing. He looks like, oh, my back hurts. Like he's compensating for his back being tweaked by standing like that.
Yeah, he just looks fucking weird. He looks old enough as it is in a t-shirt and jeans when he's on TV, but then you see this and you're like, fuck, is this guy okay?
Yeah, it looks mentally wrong.
This is the guy that thought he was going to go into UFC and whoop ass.
This looks like a guy that would do those spin kicks, though, and he is that guy.
He looks like a guy who supports trans children.
Bro, he does. He really does.
I know.
It's sad.
Dude. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck to do. I like the 2 tattoos right here on his knees. It's like a man's face and a woman's face. You could tell it's one of those. Oh, a funny tattoo. When my legs are together, the faces will, meet in the middle. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
Even his tattoos are gray as shit. What's up, Triple E? Thanks for lurking in the shadows. All right, let me get back to this bullshit. Let me get back to this fucking fat broad. I guess she was like an influencer.
Oh, dude, I saw an Asmongold video that says a lot of the fat influencers are dying. Like they'll die at like 28.
Yes, yes, it is like the saddest picture I've ever seen. Being a
Yes.
big CM Punk fan back in the day.
Dude, he was shaving women's heads in the rings to join his cult. Like what was that, like 20 years ago now? He's really falling the fuck off. He was sick back in the day.
Jim is back. Jim is back just in time to watch this fat chick get arrested.
Yeah, eating his shitty burnt dinner.
He looks like a Titan from Attack on Titan.
Bro, he really does. That's hilarious.
Yeah, dude, he looks like it looks scary. Like I'm like, oh, dude, this guy's gonna break if he gets in the ring again.
Yeah, bro, he looks like someone I wouldn't let my kids be around. I'll say that. Like if
Oh,
if I saw a
oh.
picture, I'd be like, oh, don't go around that guy. He's weird.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I wouldn't let a stranger's kids around that guy if I was.
Yeah,
in
and he's
charge.
gonna tell him that it's okay to fucking transition and shit.
It's always relevant.
It really is. They're behind everything.
But yeah, this fat broad was an influencer. She was one of the ones that said like we should get a second airplane seat for free. So I guess what's gonna happen is she can't fit in this back of the cop car. The first thing I always think
Bro.
is funny though is like just getting arrested and she's like trying to tell the cops like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this. And I always wonder like what happened to people where they don't have that kind of like switch in their head. Like I'll fuck around all day, but then as soon as cops roll up, like the switch in my head flips and I'm like, okay, no more fucking around. Like I'm either going, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna go to jail. It's time to be serious. Like
I think it was the BLM shit. I think people completely lost their respect for authority from from that shit.
yeah, people just don't take like cops seriously. And it's like, bro, you realize they can like they run this shit. Like, dude, you're like, what are you doing?
Oh, I don't get how people don't listen to them. Dude, they have fucking guns. If they want, and they could probably whoop your ass. There's like 3 of them most of the time. Like, you really think you're gonna outrun or beat the shit out of 3 cops? No, they're gonna fuck you up. You might as well just comply.
Man, these people are just fucking insufferable.
Back to the
I wanna
property,
get
you'll be arrested for
arrested.
trespass.
I want to get arrested, so I'm gonna rip it up.
You can rip it up all you want. That's not going to change the fact that we gave it to you and you know your trespass. So
Like that's like a life of like your parents never spanked you.
Oh, facts, yeah, just fucking spoiled brat. Well, I mean, clearly she has no fucking discipline. Look at her.
Yeah. Like your parents never spanked you. You never got told no, except for, when you asked boys to have sex with you, obviously. WWE honestly trying to convince me to CM Punk. Oh, yeah, just what we were talking about
We
too.
just
Like we're
talked about
supposed to
that, yeah.
believe Punk facing down Roman Reigns, like one of the best looking dudes on planet Earth, realistically. Like, no way.
No, facts.
God. Yeah, I feel bad for anyone that has to wrestle CM Punk nowadays.
It's sad.
Because they gotta sell clotheslines from that guy.
I wouldn't sell for him.
No, I'd get fired. I'd be
No,
like,
I
"Bro,
would
I'm
say you clearly don't take this shit seriously. Your physique is trash. I'm not selling for you.
I'd be like, dude, why don't you hit me with some of the sweet spin kicks from the UFC?
29 years. This is all my evidence.
Yep.
Everyone.
Make sure you grab all your stuff.
No, hey, you guys, please.
Right. Okay.
Move on.
Not all influencers
Yeah, what do you mean? You guys, please. Like, okay, I think we're getting into the actual arrest now.
Let's go.
You are. You're gonna run.
Hungry Root is
I've been
Ah.
exposed. I don't have enough money to pay for YouTube Premium.
Bro, join my family plan. My family plan, pardon me.
Dude, I'm already in an Apple family plan. That's how I get Apple Music for free.
Ah, fuck, never mind.
I don't want to be too much of a mooch. I'm always worried they're going to cut me off one day. I got a lot of important playlists on Apple Music.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think they'll ever cut me off, though. I
Or
think
like
I'm-
sentimental shit?
No, just like songs that I'd probably forget about if they weren't in that playlist. Like
Oh.
if they cut me out tomorrow, I would never think like there are songs that I would just completely forget about and like never think to revisit.
Yeah, true.
Where's my rights being read?
You're not being questioned about.
Forgot to turn it back up.
You are. You're gonna rot in prison, motherfucker. Am I under arrest?
Yes, you are.
Where's my rights being read?
You're not being questioned about the crime right now, so we don't need to read
Read
your
me my
rights.
motherfucking rights. Remember, I'm a
Like, why are you cussing at the cops? First of all, why are you cussing at the cops? I love how read me my rights. Like you think you know the law better than people that had to fucking study the law in training academy and shit.
Yeah, facts.
Dude, Jim, this is the second time you mentioned Brave browser. I'll check it out, but the worry is that Restream won't work on it because like Restream won't work on if people use Safari as their browser. That was actually a thing that Dirty White Boy came up against the first time we streamed, and he was on the laptop. It wouldn't work on Safari or something.
Oh yeah, no way Brave browser is compatible with Restream. If fucking Safari doesn't even work.
Yeah, Safari had some kind of blocker because you need like pop-ups and shit to use Restream. I think I don't remember.
Yeah.
Disabled woman. I asked the Lord for the
Disabled woman. They're
I hate
always
when they say
disabled.
disabled.
I mean, I'll grant them mentally disabled at most.
strength to get up and for the FBI to swoop in because I'm too scared now.
Yeah, I mean, it is safe to say that she's being
I don't know. She's talking about the FBI swooping in.
And how y'all gonna keep me right
now. We have proof of that as well.
burning
Bro,
in
her
hell.
side profile is insanity. She literally has no fucking neck.
She looks like a puddle coming out of the ground right here.
You ever seen Monsters Inc?
Oh yeah,
She looks like the fucking slug fucking secretary lady.
yeah. The old second. Yeah, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Y'all gonna keep me right here naked and all.
Well, if you stood up, we could help you get in the
I
car.
can't stand up.
Okay, so it seems to be a theme with
Of course she can't stand up.
Even saying the sentence "I can't stand up" is when you should be like, "Oh shit, maybe there's like something wrong."
by them.
911! They're me!
911.
She's so I've seen it uncensored. She yells 911. They're raping me. Just like no shame, no embarrassment. Like, dude, I'd be fucking humiliated.
Facts.
They're trying to make me start.
That is the last thing that we will ever do.
She also
And then the cop,
Shout out that cop. That's hilarious.
yeah, the cops with that sweet burn. Just like imagine getting arrested and yelling, "Oh, they're raping me," while being like fucking 600 pounds.
Yeah, she can't even fucking stand.
I think it's also like a chronically online side effect. Like, she's not grasping. Like, bro, you're getting arrested. Like, you're going to jail, and you're out here. Oh, they're raping. Like, this is not Instagram anymore. Like, this isn't like there's no comment section to come back you up. There's no
This is real life.
yeah. Like you're getting put in the fucking back of a cop car, and you can't just go around yelling that people are raping you. One there like that's you just can't do that, but they're just so used to being on the internet. Everyone's so used to their comment section where everyone backs them up.
Yup.
That's why everything just happened, you f***ing idiots. And piggy pigs.
and is even filmed swinging and hitting an officer in the shoulder and arm. It was also
I'm just gonna fucking let this guy go because he's like I didn't realize how much he chopped this video up.
Yeah, facts.
reported that she tried to hit him in the face but missed. So she basically got lucky and she lacked the agility or accuracy to get a good jab in. Because things
I think they still should have charged her for that though. I don't think they did.
Oh, they should have. Yeah, absolutely.
could have ended a lot worse for her if she actually connected that punch.
You guys.
What?
That's crazy.
Yeah, because I want to.
But I guess the cops
That is fucking wild.
They really should have charged her for it.
up into the truck.
Oh my god, I'm not doing well at all, doctor. These people are trying to hurt me. I was trying to seek refuge here, love. I'm having a mental health crisis.
Okay.
So get her on her back, and then we'll kind of make sure we have it set where we need to.
Dude, treat her like she's a fucking whale. Let's roll her over on her back, get her into the fucking truck.
Yeah, they can't get her into the police car. I think what happens is they have to get one of those police vans and they put her in the back of that.
Dog. What is enough for these fucking people?
Like it never is. Because Jim says he feels like he's getting raped when he has to see these fat people.
Someone's getting raped tonight.
I don't think there ever is enough. Like, I mean, fat influencers die all the time. Like, they really just go all the way until they fucking die.
Yeah, when she's like, "Oh, I'm going through a mental health crisis," and that's an excuse to hit police officers. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
I'm gonna be homosexual real quick. If there's anyone that is here and you haven't liked the video, just fucking click like on it, and then
Like the fucking video
yeah, like the fucking video, or else you're getting raped tonight.
by this fat chick.
Yeah, this fat chick's gonna show up outside your window, and she's gonna have her way with
She's
you.
gonna kill you by laying down on you for more than 5 seconds.
Dude,
Your
she
heart's gonna
fucking-
explode.
She could collapse both of your lungs.
Yeah, your spine is gonna pierce both your lungs and you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah, I don't know. So I did ask the question on Facebook. I posted anybody who got fat pretty quick and pretty severe after high school,
Yeah.
because that's usually when people start getting fat. I said, did you realize you were getting fat as it was happening, or did you just kind of wake up one day and like it just kind of all hit you at once? And this guy Justin that used to scream in this band that I used to play shows with,
Yeah.
he never got huge at all, but he certainly got chunky. and
Yeah.
he said, "Oh, it all hits you at once. You just wake up one day and you look in the mirror, and that just happens to be the time." Which is funny because that's how addiction is. When you start off doing heroin, you start doing it every day,
Mm.
for like weeks, and then one day you just like have withdrawals because your dealer's not around, and you just kind of like everything hits you all at once. When it's like really everybody knows if you walk up to anybody on the street and say, "Hey, what's going to happen if you do drugs every day?" They're going to say you're going to get hooked. Like, of course, that's what happens. But when you're doing it, it kind of just like goes out of your head. So I'd imagine that's how it is for fat people. Like they're just eating. You ask any normal person, "Hey, what happens if you eat shit every day?" They're going to say you're going to get fat. But like when you're
Yeah.
doing it, you're not thinking about it.
No, absolutely. I think I have a buddy who's not like hella fat or nothing, but he's pretty chunky, and he got chunky after high school. And he said the same thing. Like you kind of just wake up one day and you're like, "Oh yeah, of course, if I don't play sports or anything anymore, yeah, I'm gonna get fat." But you don't think about that until you look in the mirror and you're like, "Ah, shit, I'm fat now."
And then, okay, so the reason I put in the title "Fat People Need to Pay More Taxes." So, like I said, this bitch is gonna get put in the back of one of those vans. They have to call in like a police van. Well,
Yeah,
that's tax money. Like every time a cop has to drive that van somewhere, they gotta pull it out of the fucking parking lot. Like that's tax money. Now you're costing more tax money because you're too fat to fit in the regular car. You should pay more taxes. And that's all on top of like health insurance type shit.
I was just gonna say, not only that, but they do take up more medical costs, more prescription costs. They use much more resources than the average person is. I want to say in Japan, you get taxed more if you don't meet the weight requirement. Like if you're not healthy weight wise, they make you pay extra taxes.
I know that's not Japanese, but that's all I have.
Now you can fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure I watched a video on that. Like Japan, like it gives you benefits if you are of like a healthy weight, which you should be. Like, why would we not incentivize our citizens to get healthy?
And so it's funny because yeah, all the fat people they go out and try to advocate for like, oh, we take up more space, so we should get free chairs and free. And it's like, no, actually, you take up more space, so you should pay more because
Yeah,
anyone, if I bring my girlfriend on an airplane, I'm going to pay for a second seat. Like if you bring the second half of your body on an airplane, you're going to take up a second seat, so you should pay for it.
I
And
agree. That's part of why I fucking hate flying. I have to pay an extra $100 to take a tiny bag on the flight, but some fucking 400-pound bitch gets to fly for the same price that I do. What? That could be like fucking two and a half of me. What the fuck are we talking about?
yeah, we need a new Ted Bundy, but that only goes after fat chicks. That's what needs to happen. We need a Ted Bundy like reunion tour, but he needs to just be like super down for fat chicks is what needs to happen. Kind of like that guy from Family Guy, the Lois's brother that likes killing fat people.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that fucking episode. That was funny.
That's what we need. We need a fat serial killer.
No, I think we've just gone too far, and people are so stupid and like, oh, I have mental health problems. No, you'd feel better if you weren't so fucking fat. I think it's funny the people that hate on healthy people is because they don't know what it's like to feel healthy. They don't know what it's like to not feel like shit every day because they're so fucking fat.
Yeah.
It's stupid, dude.
All right, perfect. One more time.
I can't. In God I say, in God we trust, and they cannot move me at all because I am 550 pounds and I am a disabled woman. I am a disabled woman. And they're trying.
The way they just fucking roll her onto that shit. Like she's a
It's like
dead,
that fishing
washed up
show.
whale.
What's that fishing show like River Monsters or whatever?
What show is it?
River Monsters, where that guy catches like the craziest fucking giant fish out of the river.
I've never even seen it, but it sounds about right.
Fucking rolling up his giant catch for the day, putting it in the back of his truck.
There's like 6 cops and a doctor here too. That's also more tax dollars.
I would also like to say, I think 550 is selling her short.
She's probably like over 600.
Absolutely. Dude, look at her fucking elbow. What the fuck is that? What is that little bump, bro?
Yeah, I actually don't know. It looks like a light bulb coming out of her. You know what her arm looks like? It looks like the Final Fantasy VII. The
Moogle.
the forearms on the characters.
Oh.
How they come out like big bumps, like they look like big.
Yeah. Dude, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, she's got the Cloud Strife PS1 graphics.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
I'm looking up Final Fantasy VII, so I have to hit numbers. Yeah, her arm looks like
The shoulder.
Yeah, the forearm and the hand.
Oh, facts. Yeah, it looks like there's something like is stuck inside of her. Dude, imagine the stress that chick's skeleton goes through.
Oh yeah, I've seen like a picture, like what a skeleton looks like in one of these people. I guess kind of like an X-rayish type of picture that someone posted, and yeah, it's like, dude, it makes their bones look like fucking. They look like needles, basically. Like
I was
just
gonna
like
say, dude, it literally looks like her body's rejecting her elbow, and like that ball is just like her body rejecting her skeleton further and further out.
And then she's sitting here saying shit like, in God we just again like just not taking shit seriously. Like, bro, you're going to jail. Like,
Yeah, facts.
I guess she knows nobody's gonna rape her in prison if she goes to prison, so maybe that's why she's got no problem with this.
Oh, dude, I imagine the prisoners in her cell are gonna have like the funniest day of the month with this chick pulling up. Would that not be hilarious? You're having a shitty ass time in jail, and then this chick pulls up.
Does anybody know the statistics of like rape in women's prisons? Like, is that a thing that happens in women's prisons?
I've seen a video of a male prison guard that was in a female jail, and he said female prison is fucking insanity. So I'm sure it's common.
Well, I know one thing about women's prisons is they don't have the same rules that men have. Like, if women do stuff with kids, they don't care. Like in a men's
That's
prison,
wild. I didn't know that.
yeah, if you're in a men's prison, if you're charged with something to do with kids, they'll kill you.
Yeah.
Women's prison, they don't give a fuck because there's a lot of women that kill their own children. That's like a very common
Oh,
thing
shit.
is women that kill their kids.
Yeah.
And so they don't really care about that. If you're like a teacher that fucked a student, they don't care about that. They don't have that same moral code in women's
So
prison.
that's it. I know women's prison is also not racially segregated like a men's prison is.
Yeah. I'm sure it's wild in there. I'm sure it's just wild in different ways. They're
It's like
just like a
anarchy.
bunch of like huge bull dykes like going after each other instead of like having any moral code or racial gangs or whatever.
I was just say, I wonder what they do care about then. Like if they don't even care about fucking like child molestation, like what the fuck is the hot button issue in a women's prison then? I'm very curious.
Oh, it's something fucking retarded. Like I don't know. They were a stay-at-home mom for a little too long in their lives or something. I don't know.
They had it too easy.
I think this one's almost done.
Whoa! I can't breathe. I can't.
Yeah.
That's a great soundbite. You need to save that.
She
can't
bust
breathe,
out
I
the
can't
George
breathe.
Floyd.
I was thinking all the fat bitches that are gonna ride for her are gonna hit him with I can't stand, I can't stand.
Dude, she busts out the
Yo, everyone. My name is George Droid.
George Droid.
I think the last one I have.
Nigalink online. Fentanyl reactor charging.
Yeah, that's the last one I got.
That's a good one.
And I took off the George Floyd song. But yeah, no, I should get.
And they're trying to. Whoa! I can't breathe. I can't. Hey, I can't breathe. Hey, I can't breathe. I'm not. What the fuck?
Okay.
I like how the reason she says she can't breathe is because she's laying on her stomach. That's all it is. Like she's just laying on her stomach on this tarp that they're carrying her on. Like, so what happens if she like lays on her stomach in bed? Like she probably can't get up.
Oh, Deadliest Catch is another fucking crazy fucking fishing show that this bitch reminds me of. Dude, they leave her on a tarp with fucking handles on it. They have to carry her on.
Yeah, dude, this bitch needs to pay more taxes. And she's in jail right now, like eating up all the food, taking up all the resources.
Dude, imagine her complaining about the prison food.
I wonder if people that are that fat even have like obviously they've got tastes because that's what got them fat. They like to eat shit food, but I wonder if they also just like would eat anything. I can't breathe. Hands up, don't shoot. No justice, no peace. Black Lives Matter.
I remember my buddy used to say, "Hands up, don't shoot. How about pants up, don't loot?" I was like, "What the fuck, bro?"
Pants up, don't loot.
Pants
That's
up,
awesome.
Don't loot, bro. That shit was hilarious.
That would be my MySpace headline if we had MySpace today. Yeah, all those slogans are always fucking hilarious. But those people speak in bumper sticker, basically. Like, that is their language.
Have you ever seen the mega car stickers that have like all of the liberal talking points on them?
No, are they like serious or satire?
Oh no, serious. Like the people that drive with them are dead serious about it. Dude, it's literally like this fucking long on the back of the car, and it's like their doctrine, bro. It's very strange.
It's like the 10 Commandments, but it's plus because they're always adding on to it.
Yeah, and if you don't agree with one, you're kicked out of the club, of course.
Yeah, pants up, don't loot. How have I
Yeah,
not
hands
heard
up,
that
don't
before?
shoot.
That is a good one.
Nah, pants up, don't loot.
Oh, that's hilarious.
This isn't like peak 2020 like BLM time too, dude. It was fucking hilarious.
Who was hands up, don't shoot? Who was that for? The Mike? It wasn't for that Mike Brown guy, was it?
Hands up, don't shoot. Wasn't it the Trayvon Martin or is that
Trayvon Martin. Is he the one that was like jogging with boots or some shit? I can never. There's so many of these
I was
cases.
gonna say, yeah, there's so many of them that I can't really remember.
I know there was the one guy who was like, he was basically like fishing around like a new like housing develop like the Pulte homes when they were
Yeah,
unfinished,
yeah.
and he was wearing fucking boots and Trayvon Martin, yeah, and he was wearing boots, and they tried to say, oh, he was just going for a friendly neighborhood jog, like yeah, in his fucking like steel-toed boots and jeans and shit. Like I don't think so. And then a group of like white folks showed up and like tried to because they're like, oh, he's out looking for houses to break into or rob or whatever the fuck, and
Yeah.
they stopped him and they ended up shooting him. And I don't think that was the hands up, don't shoot though. I don't know, or Trayvon Martin. Yeah, there's so many of them at this point. Rodney King is of course the king, like the classic.
That's the
Which
Howard
is
Stern one, right?
Yeah, Rodney King was like out on fucking PCP and drinking on probation, and he was driving 115 miles and like driving like Vince McMahon. And so they pull him over and he's resisting, or he doesn't want, he's resisting arrest. He's fighting the cops. So they start beating him down with the sticks, the cop sticks.
Yeah.
Which I gotta say, if everyone's like anti-cop stick, why don't we just not give? Why don't we quit paying money to equip them with the cop sticks? Like everyone hates when they beat people with the sticks. Why do we pay for the sticks then? Like take away the sticks. But anyways,
Well,
um,
aren't the sticks a good non-lethal option? But yeah, go on.
yeah, that's what I would think. So they're beating him up, but because he's on PCP, he keeps getting back up. So they just keep beating him up. And at the time, there happened to be a journalist nearby, and he pulled out his video camera, and all he got was them beating on Rodney King on the ground. And it's like, there's no context of, bro, they beat him like twice before, and he kept getting back up and fighting the cops. And so, yeah, Howard Stern was like, fuck Rodney King. They should have beat his ass harder.
Yeah, fucking on PCP driving 120 miles an hour. What the fuck is that?
Trayvon beat up David Zimmerman, then David Zimmerman shot him, and the
I
media was
remember now. Yeah.
posting pictures of him when he was like 10 and not the ones of him holding the guns. Ahmaud Arbery, whatever. Okay, yeah, that is correct. Ahmaud Arbery. Yeah, I love how they always post it's the high school graduation picture, a picture of them when they were 10, because all the other ones are them with like a joint in their mouth.
Yeah,
and, like,
they're
two guns.
as soon as they're like fucking 14, all the pictures are them with guns doing money spread with fake money.
And
Like,
it's
yeah.
like it's ridiculous how people don't see through this. Like, yeah, you turn on MSNBC and it's like, don't you ever wonder why it's always the high school graduation picture? Like, no one thinks to ask. And it's like, of course they don't fucking think to ask that because they know.
Yeah, they want to put the best looking picture possible to be like, oh, how could you do this to a high school graduate? As
Yeah, a
if
high school,
everyone
someone who
does.
did the bare minimum.
As if everyone doesn't fucking graduate high school, bro.
You have to literally try to not graduate high school.
Oh no, the only way to not graduate high school is to literally drop out. That's the only way to not graduate.
Yeah, you have to like make the goal. Like, I don't want to graduate.
Yeah, I will no longer go to school. And even then, I'm sure you could do some online bullshit that would take 30 minutes nowadays.
I remember, yeah, when Austin went to he went to Maine Prairie, the continuation school. That
So,
was just,
dude, our fucking brother went to continuation school. Like,
oh,
there's
I
a
didn't
way.
even know that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, ask mom next time he's here. Yeah, like when there's a will, there's a way. You can graduate.
Yeah, no, Austin only had to go because he quit going to school. He kept ditching school, so they were like, okay, you're going to Maine Prairie.
Yeah, prairie dogs.
I think our uncle went to Maine Prairie. I don't know. Maine
Yeah, he
Prairie always
definitely
sounded like
did. Yeah.
fun.
Oh, yeah, I've heard it's actually chill.
Yeah, I heard you barely do shit and you just get a lot of credit for not doing shit.
I heard working there is hella chill too, because all the kids are pretty much like, well, like I got to do what I got to do at this point, and they're all pretty like defeated about it. Like they don't really like no one's throwing tantrums or nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine it's not too bad going to continuation school. It's just, don't you only get your GED from there?
That's the same thing though.
Yeah, but it's the same thing with a little bit of side eye.
It's like an asterisk. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
it's not a diploma, it's the same thing, but some white folks might look at you a little funny.
Yeah, I think if you're a serious person trying to get like a really serious job, yeah, obviously it's not going to cut it probably, and you're probably not going to be able to get into any reasonable college. But if you're just trying to rip cigs and work construction, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I gotta find more of these arrest videos. That's been like a big hype of mine lately, is retarded people getting arrested.
Oh, dude, it's awesome. I bet your buddy who is a cop would like videos like that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's dealt with some bullshit. I've never asked him
Dude, I was
too
gonna say,
much.
I'd be extremely curious to see his body cam footage if he has shit like that.
I wanted to go on a ride along. I hit him up and he said we don't do ride alongs for faggots. And then he never.
Dude, that's fucking hilarious.
It's hilarious because yeah, if I like obviously I would never, but if I wanted to, I could like send his work, like the shit we talk about or the reels we send back and forth, and he'd be like on the news the next day.
Dude, that's fucking hilarious.
Watch Donut Operators Company. Is that a channel, Donut Operators? Yeah, and then I remember when he first like got the job, he put me as a reference and like they called me
Mhm.
and it was like super awkward. They were like, "So you've been friends with so and so since preschool?" And I was like, "Yeah, known him my whole life. I think he'd do great for you guys." And
Yeah.
he was like, "Did he ever get into trouble when he was younger?" I was like, "No, never got arrested, never any real trouble." And he was like, "Did he ever partake in anything like vandalizing?" And I'm like, "Oh fuck, what do I say?" Because I don't want to lie to them and ruin his chances, but then I don't want to be like,
No,
"Oh
the
yeah,
answer
we
is
used to
no. He
driving
did not
around
do
in a
that shit.
minivan and threaten to rape girls on the sidewalk," you know. So I just kind of I was like, "Oh, just like your little bit of high school, like we TP the house or two once in a while."
Oh, there you go. That's a good answer, actually.
Yeah, I was like, just high school shenanigans. Meanwhile, we were like straight up destroying people's property and like committing real crimes and shit. But yeah, that was a super awkward phone call. But I made it through. Obviously, he is fine.
There you go, dude. That's a fucking hilarious story. We don't do ride-alongs for facts.
Yeah.
Dude, I have a fucking funny story. One of my not like my friend, but this kid I knew from back home, I played baseball with him and shit. His dad was a cop in a town in the Bay Area that I will not name, but a ghetto one. You probably know what I'm talking about. And his dad, it was on the news because he was talking about some it was like a missing persons case, and the lady was like a rape victim. And he said something like, "Oh, well, there's usually a pattern, like, in our work, you notice that women that get raped usually go back to their abuser." And this guy was viral on social media for like a week around the country because people were like, "How could he say that? Like, what an evil guy!" And like the whole time it's just my buddy's dad. And then people were like, "It's just this random dude from our town saying like, oh yeah, this happens sometimes. Like they go back to their abuser." And everyone online's like totally flipping their shit. And I'm like, damn, like, can't you guys just accept the truth? Like, he sees this shit every day, and you're gonna say he's a bad person for acknowledging what he sees?
That's what's funny is people like it sounds cheesy as fuck, but I do think there's like a war on truth.
Yeah.
Like people say, like there's a real problem with like objective facts now. Like nobody accepts any, there's always studies to support whatever side you want to study. Or like if somebody, who is like, who knows, like, abused people go back to their abuser. How could you say that? That's so sexist. No, that doesn't actually happen. And it's like, brother, there are statistics. Like,
Yeah, well, and this motherfucker's a cop, and he sees this shit every day. So, like, how are you
Yeah.
gonna say, like, oh, it's not true? When he's like, well, I see this shit every day. And it's not like he was saying, like, oh, shame on them or nothing like that. It was just like, oh, yeah, she's probably back with her abuser, but we're gonna continue to look at it. Look
in a
into it.
normal world, people would comment on that post and say, "Oh yeah, that is a shame. I wonder if there's anything that could be done to like help them. Like, okay, yeah,
Exactly.
you are correct. Now let's move on to the next step." As opposed, I'm sure a bunch of people were calling him a misogynist or
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. A misogynist pig, what was the saying back then? A cab and all that shit. It was like
Yeah.
comments like that. And the whole time it's just this random dude from our town. Dude, it's fucking hilarious.
All cops are bastards, but whenever someone breaks into my house, I'm calling the bastards.
I do wonder what people who are like actually feel that way, like the all cops are bastards. Like, do they like begrudgingly call 911? Like, ah, fuck, I have to
Not-
call 911.
Not even begrudgingly. They're so retarded they probably don't even think about it. Like they probably and they probably call the cops on things like if I were to go to their town and hold up a sign that says trans men are women or whatever, trans women are men, they'd call the cops on me and they wouldn't think twice about it. They don't even like connect those two dots. Like you got a cab in your bio, but they wouldn't. Yeah, no, I guarantee you they would call 911 so instinctually without it because it is just part of like American culture at this point. Like
Yeah.
that's where that joke comes from. Whoa, what's the number for 911? Like it's just kind of a phrase at this point. No, I
Yeah.
guarantee you, all the ACAB people, they would call the cops, no problem, not even thinking about it. Whenever anything pops off, whenever anybody says anything they don't like, whenever somebody, whatever. I bet you they don't even make that connection. Like, oh
Yeah.
God, I have to call the cops that I think are bastards. Like,
The only anti-cop people I semi-respect are like redneck outlaws who will just handle the shit on their own. That live out in the middle of nowhere.
yeah, dudes that wear overalls with nothing underneath and
Yeah,
are
and
like
they're like,
actually,
yeah, they're like, get the government out of my yard. Like, I'm not calling the government to help me. I'll take care of it myself. I respect that stance.
yeah, I do too. I don't respect people in Seattle that will call the cops on somebody with a sign they don't like.
No, exactly. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's funny. They claim they hate the cops so much, but they're the first ones to call them for the most minor offense of all time.
There is that Instagram page. It's like one of my favorite pages. This guy goes around towns with a sign that says trans women are men.
Yeah.
And he, without fail, some white lady comes up and confronts him. And then they call the cops on him. And he goes through FOIA requests. He gets the 911 calls from them.
Mm.
And they always call and they say, there's a guy holding up a sign and it's some kind of racist hate speech. They like, oh, it's not real. Like they lied. They
Yeah,
lied to get the cops actually out there. Because if you call the cops and say there's a guy with a sign that says trans women are men, the cops are going to say, quit wasting our time. Like he's holding
Yeah,
up a
is
sign.
that not free speech?
Yeah. So they always call and they say like, oh, there's a guy out here raping children behind the bushes. And they always have to say something to actually get the cops there. And those people should be charged, by the way.
I agree.
You call the cops and say, oh, he's holding up a hate speech sign. It's an illegal hate speech sign. Like, no, it's not. It's just like ignore the guy. Like it's,
Yeah, right. If you don't agree, just drive. I see protesters all the time that I don't agree with, but I just drive by and forget about it. I'm like, oh, whatever. Who cares?
yeah, it's like, it's whatever. Like, yeah, they can hold up signs unless they're like in the way of my car and I have to.
Yeah, that's different. But if they're just staying on the side of the road with a sign that I don't fucking agree with, I drive by and I literally don't think about it ever again. Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah, no, there are people that like just cannot mentally handle that somebody's holding a fucking sign with something that they don't like. Yeah, I don't know. It's all too many people are way too retarded nowadays.
I agree.
I think I found this thread that's talking about like all it says it's basically the thread on Twitter is called Porn Has Lied to You.
Oh shit. What do you mean?
And there's this hilarious picture. There's actually like a thread of things in it, but the first picture that pops up is actually fucking hilarious. This is one of the lies they claim. And I would assume it is true. I've heard an interview with, I can't remember what, it might have been like, like Adriana Cheshik or something. She says before they do anal scenes, like the day before, they don't eat for 24 hours.
Oh shit, I didn't know all that.
Yeah, they don't eat for 24 hours. They have to they have to drink a shit ton of water. They have to take some kind of thing that makes them shit out everything in their stomach, and then they like douche their asshole or something.
I was gonna assume I was gonna say I assume they pressure wash that shit pretty hard.
Yeah, they get real hard in the cleaning in there, and they make sure everything's out of their stomach. And so this is
That's wild.
This is a true case.
I mean, that's a good one, yeah.
Yeah. And then it just goes on. The first one says it's like a harmless fantasy. They say like that. That's the lie of it. It's not really a harmless fantasy. Say porn shows clean, consequence-free pleasure. Poo-poo on my wee-wee. I without getting too crass, I have one case of that happening. It was actually kind of a funny one though, but bigger is always better, says porn exaggerates body standards, which is true generally, but I do think there are like a lot of hot chicks out there. Just so maybe that one, whatever. 3 women are always ready and always willing. Yeah, that one's definitely a lie, because unless you're like rich and very attractive. It's like prepping for a colonoscopy. Yeah. Do people even prep for a colonoscopy? I'm surprised they even do that. I'm surprised they don't just go in. Dude, I would just like, I'd be pissed if I had to get a colonoscopy. I would intentionally go in there after not wiping for like a week.
No, because if you don't prep for it, your results are inaccurate, and that's the one where they put the fucking camera and you're looking for cancer.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
You're just gonna die.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that like when I turn 50 and it's like time to start looking into your like I'll take whatever happens. I've been through withdrawals. I've been through heroin withdrawals. Like I don't care. Cancer's not going to be that bad. I'll just deal with it. I'm not getting a fucking tube camera put up my ass into my stomach.
Yeah, maybe if you had kids or some shit, you'd feel differently.
Yeah, I guess luckily I don't have kids. And the one time I'll ever say luckily I don't have kids. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of shit. Or like if I don't know, what's the one when you've got to do like they give you like a shot in your spine or something?
Oh fuck, I don't know about that. That sounds
Yeah, I think
awful.
moms had to have that done for something before. I think that's also how pregnant chicks get the what's it called? Like
The shit when they're giving birth to the epidural? Nah, that's not it.
yeah, I think that's what it is.
Oh, is it? Okay.
That's like it's like a painkiller or something.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's like epinephrine derived. It's like fucking adrenaline type shit to make you not feel the pain. You're just like hella hyped up, I think. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, it says it's a highly effective, common regional anesthetic used for pain relief during labor or pregnancy, involving a catheter inserted into the lower back to deliver medication.
Oh fuck. That sounds horrible.
Yeah, that's the one spot where I'll kind of start simping a little bit is like girls having babies. Like,
Oh
God,
no,
this-
that shit is gnarly.
yeah, they're like shitting all over they're shitting all over the place, like pushing a fucking baby out. I don't know why I'm popping that up, but I got it right here. There's a blood test now, so you don't have to get a camera up your ass. Well,
that's
thank
good.
God for
Yeah,
technology.
shout out science, bro.
You got to drink the nasty blue. What's the blue Kool-Aid?
I'm pretty sure it's the shit that nah, I don't even want to say it. Like lubes up your colon so they can put the camera in there and shit. I could be wrong though.
You have to drink it?
Yeah, because I think I don't know. Maybe Dixon Cider will know.
Yeah, yeah. There's a bunch of doctor stuff I'm just not doing once I hit like 50. Like fuck it, I don't care.
You think you'll change your mind by then that you don't like you're not down to die like that, or nah? You think you'll feel the same, if not worse?
So I can already say if anything happens to where like, you know, like I'm in some kind of dying agony, it's obvious that I've got some kind of sickness that I need to go get checked out.
Yeah.
If mom is still alive, people don't realize how serious I am. Once mom dies, like it's all over for me. Like
Come on, man.
like I've got no motivation to like stay off the junk. I'm not going to doctor's appointments. Like once mom dies, it's all like, yeah, unless some girl comes along the way.
Hey, we need Hannah Dollars to see this clip.
Yeah, Hannah Dollars is gonna save my life by reciprocating my crush on her.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's basically just as long as mom is around is how long I'll continue to take care of myself somewhat.
Yeah, I do know it's a pretty common sentiment for dudes to not go to the doctors for years. I only go to the doctors if something is clearly wrong. Like, oh, okay, this shit is wrong and I can't go on like this. I need to get checked out.
Yeah, I haven't been in for a checkup in a while. I think checkups are for kids. Like once you're an adult, it's like, yeah, unless I'm sick or something is wrong.
I somewhat agree. I think that it's nice for peace of mind. If you like worry about shit, I think getting a checkup and knowing that everything's cool and you can live your life a little more peacefully. I kind of understand it in that aspect.
Well, what do they even check up on? It's like, oh, let me look inside your ear. Oh, yep, your ears are dirty. Wash those, and then you go like, okay, like here's $4,000 for that appointment.
No, they check like your blood pressure and all that shit, bro.
Oh, your blood pressure is high because life is shitty. $4,000 for that appointment. Like, bro, I know how I feel.
I have a question. I was thinking about this the other day, and I want to test out my theory, but I don't think I have insurance right now, so I can't. But I was thinking, you know how they ask you if you smoke at doctor's appointments?
Yeah.
What I want to do is I want to book myself an appointment, smoke like 3 cigarettes before I walk in, and then when they ask me if I smoke, like I reek of cigarettes, I'll say, "No, I don't smoke." Like they'd be all like, "Come on, bro." Like would they have to take my word for it?
Probably.
I want to fucking try it.
Actually, I don't know because that doesn't fall under the category of like, like if you could tell them you're a chick and they have to go along with it. But
That's what I'm
if
saying.
it's
Like, do they have to take my word for it, or would they be like, "You clearly smoke. Come on."
yeah, probably not with that. They'd probably say, "Bro, you smell like smoke."
Yeah.
Unless you could pull off like, "Oh, my friend smoked in the car on the way here" or something.
Oh yeah, true.
Maybe there's that. I don't know. But I've seen a meme about it's like the doctor asks someone, "Do you drink? Do you smoke? Do you have sex?" And the kid says no, and the doctor goes, "Pussy."
Yeah, I see that one.
That's always good. That's a classic. There's a new I've transferred my internet in love to some other Instagram girl instead of that last one. I pulled up this one only has
Yeah.
like 6,000 followers though.
Oh, so she's reachable.
Yeah, she is attainable. It says she lives in LA and in Oregon. That's what her
Oh,
bio
dude,
says.
nice. You like Oregon too, no?
Yeah, I could drive up to Oregon, no problem.
Yeah, dude, you should go for it.
I'm actually just now seeing this as of August 12th, 2024. That post was her 21st birthday. So I think she's like 23
Dude, go for it. DM her.
or
Get her
22
on
or
it.
23,
Get
according
her
to the
on an
math.
episode of the stream.
I still need 1,000 subscribers.
Nah, because you got handed dollars on here.
Yeah, but I think she just, if there's a camera on, she probably just likes to talk. I think that's just kind of her thing.
Yeah, it's true. I guess she doesn't have that many followers too, unless I'm wrong.
She did mention I'm the first person that's ever hit her up to interview her, like for music or whatever.
Dude, exactly. I think you could do the same thing for this other chick. What's this other chick do?
She doesn't, that's the thing, she doesn't do anything.
Oh, she's just hot.
Yeah, she's just like a girl. I don't know. I could hit her up and be like, "Do you want to? Can I interview you?" And then if she goes, "Why?" I'd be like, "Oh, well, I just assumed you were like a model or something."
Yeah, just say you're interested in the model's lifestyle. You want to document it. Say you're doing research on it.
You know, a game move that I want to try. Have you ever seen that post on Instagram where the guy goes up to girls and he says, "If I wasn't gay, would you give me your number?" Or no, he says, "If I wasn't gay, would you give me your number?"
Mm.
And she goes, "Oh yeah," and he goes, "Well, I'm not gay, so can I get your number?" And then she goes, I mean, yeah, I guess so, because I already told you I would.
Yeah,
So.
got her.
But I'm sure some girls would say, "Oh, never mind, that's weird."
Yeah, probably.
Shit piss. What do you mean no other words?
Nigalink online. Fentanyl reactor charging.
Dixon Cider, I agree. If you're not shitting or puking up blood, going to the doctor sounds like a horrible time and a waste of the day, to be quite frank.
Yeah, I'm super shit pissed. You got to explain more.
Yeah, it's a very strange comment out of context. No other words.
Yeah, shit piss. What's going on here? What's going on? Are you trying to fuck up the flow here? I gotta change out some sounds. I have no use for all the songs anymore. I mean, as far as like just because now I have.
What? Oh, he's talking about your approach to this new chick.
Oh, shit piss. Well, yeah, it's a new girl, so there are no words at all. Like I could send her a totally new message. Oh, you should actually type out whatever message I should send her. Type it out in chat, and I'll send it.
Dude, Jim, going to the DMV is ass. They fucking lied to me the last time I was there. I pulled up as soon as they opened. I said, "Oh, how long is the wait?" They said, "Oh, it should only be an hour." Bro, I was there for 5 hours. I was like, "You've got to be shitting me."
Yeah, the DMV always sucks.
Oh, and everyone there is fucking pissed off too. It's a horrible feeling.
And people that work there, when they don't speak English, it gets even worse. You know what? I should just message that girl and send her the lyrics to Jim's favorite song.
Epstein kidnapped me when I was 11. He showed me his song, feels like heaven.
And see if she's down with that.
Yeah, maybe she'd be down with it. Dude, you should tell her you support the state of Jefferson if she's from Oregon. Maybe she's down with it.
Oh yeah, be like, damn, how do you feel about Jefferson? But if she also lives in LA, wouldn't she hate Jefferson?
Yeah, I was gonna say probably not. I forgot the LA part.
Yeah, she probably is more down with the Portland part than the Jefferson part. She's probably a faggot lover.
That South Oregon, NorCal combo. Jefferson.
This is why I'm doomed in the world of dating today, because I refer to girls as faggot lovers.
Now you should DM her, bro. Ask her if she wants to be on an episode of the show. Send her a $100 episode. Women love when you're talking to other beautiful women.
Yeah, that's true. He'll just
It
get
is true.
jealous.
If she saw Hannah Dolls on there, she'd be like, "Oh, I got to do it, and I got to do it better."
She'll start singing. She'll start a music career too.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a fail-proof strategy.
Yeah, Jim, the Epstein song is good. I am partial to the
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka.
just because that one is funny, but the Diddy song is probably the best. The George Floyd one's not bad.
I can breathe, we are George Floyd. We carry the fence.
We carry the fence is awesome.
I love we'll fight for Derek Chauvin, we will overdose. Oh, the George Floyd memes are probably the best thing.
Oh, yeah, dude. I still like cry laughing every time I see Sir Floyd the Breathless, the meme with like the fucking middle-aged Renaissance theme going on in the background.
Isn't he wearing like chainmail or something?
Yeah, he's wearing a fucking knight's outfit. Sir Floyd the Breathless. That shit's so funny, man.
Yeah, the memes on Instagram are undefeated as long as you're on the right part of Instagram.
Yeah, exactly.
Once you get over to the shitty part, it sucks.
I wonder what people who rode for George Floyd back in 2020 would say, like, if you made a George Floyd joke in front of them now, like 6 years later. Like, you think they'd still be pissed off?
Yeah, they'd still cry.
As well. Even though, didn't he beat up pregnant women and shit?
Yeah, but they just, that part shit doesn't exist to them.
Yeah, fucking OD'd on Fent. Great guy, though.
Or that would be like the part where they'd be like, oh, but forgiveness and redemption. Yet when you want to talk about like people who get canceled, like, no, we can't forgive or let them redeem.
Yeah, what about Vince? He can't have a redemption arc? Although it's not off to a good start with the fucking speeding shit, but it could happen.
Dude, I think that's like even more proof that he deserves forgiveness and redemption. The fact that he's still out there driving fucking 115. Shit piss, I'm still waiting, bro. I'm waiting, bro. I'm literally gonna hit the inbox as soon as you tell me.
Oh, let's go. Is this her? Damn, she's hot.
Dude, I literally have the inbox open.
Wait, time up. What's her links?
There is no OF.
Alright, good. I was gonna say, don't do for an OF girl. She don't deserve it.
I did look. Her links are Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. That could get weird. Her actually, now that I'm looking, she does have it looks like an OnlyFans knockoff actually.
Oh no, heartbreak, bro.
Hold on, I gotta see. What is Passes?
Passes? I'm not familiar. Click on it.
Passes.com. And the description is it damn near looks like, there's like those knockoffs ones where like it's not porn, but it's like they like DM you and like they post vlogs and shit.
Oh, like you pay to talk to the chick, essentially.
Yeah, so there are and I'm not trying to say this is what it is because I actually want to message this girl. I just know that there are like OnlyFans knockoffs, but they're essentially like PG-13 OnlyFans.
So for like true simps that want to connect with the chick only and shit.
Yes, I could be wrong, but I about this case exactly. But I know those things exist. Remember in the George Lopez show that Ernie used to go on that website,
yes,
where it was just a webcam into a girl's bedroom and you just like watch her brush her hair. That's what this
pay
seems
to watch
like.
The chick, and then it turns out to be George's niece.
Yeah, you just pay to watch
awesome.
her basically go throughout her life.
That's horrible. She already posted on Instagram. Why would you pay for it? Fuck it. Give me a sec. I gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah, no, guys pay for that shit because guys are, I mean, first of all, fucking retarded. Like, you're like legitimately not smart if you're paying for any kind of, even if it is OnlyFans, even if it's full on nudes. Dude, generally any OnlyFans girl with like, even like a small following, like you can find their shit for free. Like there's websites dedicated to OnlyFans leaks or like Reddit or whatever. Like, it's just ridiculous that anyone's still paying for porn. And then if you're paying for DMs from these girls, it's like, I guess in this case, because she doesn't even have 7,000 followers, it probably is actually her that's responding. But once they get like even over 10,000 followers, it's pretty obvious that they just hire,
We are George Floyd.
Oh yeah, Dix Insider. Fansly is the main OF knockoff, but that's like an exact replica of OF, where it is also meant to be nudes and porn.
Oh, it's just like a different brand name type shit.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Fansly is like the second top competitor, and it's also meant to be just as inappropriate and like porn related as OF. Just go spend your money on a hooker. Yeah, exactly. You'd be better off spending your money on a hooker than an OnlyFans girl. But
So are you DMing this chick or not? Shit piss, let's go. Hurry up.
yeah, shit piss. You gotta say. Yeah, you know what sucks though is I'm on the I'm logged in on the disco page. Should I message her from the disco page?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
Why are you worried about her clicking on one of your videos and you say fag or some shit?
No, I'd be more worried about her. Just invite her on the live.
Oh,
Well, if I invite her on the live, I got to think of like
a
should I
business
actually go with
proposal.
that gay as fuck like the model? Like I assume she's a model. That was like my joke, like how I'd spit game at a girl, like like jokingly tell her, "Oh, I assumed you were like a model."
Yeah, you could say you want to interview an Instagram model influencer and you're curious about like how she played her Instagram or some shit like that. I don't know, like how is she a content creator?
The only reason I was gonna say I might not, and I probably don't care about messaging girls from the disco pages if they like post about it or something.
No, who cares? If anything, that would get you followers.
I
Any publicity is
know.
good
I was gonna say,
publicity.
like, what if they had a big following and then they like trashed the page, but
You
then
could.
hopefully I'd get a bunch of like their incels coming over to our page or
I was
something.
just gonna say, if anything, that would be fantastic. Any dude, can you imagine like you DM a chick with like 100K and she posts you and that many people fucking see your page getting trashed on her Instagram? Dude, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, this is true. I think I'm gonna take this font with the gradient and I'm gonna put it over something with a darker background.
I like that idea. Yeah.
This one I liked. I don't know. It just was just too straight up black and pink. Like there's nothing else.
Yeah.
This
Bret Hart.
one was cool. I don't know. I still
Tattoo
don't
with a
know what to
guitar.
do with the background. I'm just taking a bunch of like shitty static backgrounds and making.
No, you're still figuring it out.
Shit piss has set some rules too. What do you mean set some rules? Be like, hey, if you're gonna come on the stream, you have to be wearing almost nothing.
Yeah, he means like make it look hella professional, which is not a bad idea. I think the more professional and the more you compliment her on stuff that isn't her looks, the better.
So that's usually why I email people, but it seems like nobody responds to emails.
I would say don't email. Emailing is for fucking like if you have hella money offer, like a brand deal. That's when they check their emails. But if you just say like, "Hey, come on my show," I don't think they'll respond to that kind of email. If you say, "Come on my show, I'll give you $1,000," I think they'd say yeah.
I'm gonna say, come on my show, I'll Venmo you $5.
Dude, you should fucking pay her with a credit card and then say it's a fraud charge on the credit card. Get that shit canceled. I have a buddy. He told me that he had so a friend of a friend. This guy was in like a mental institution for like 2 years. The guy went crazy. He was a schizophrenic, and then the guy gets out of the mental institution, and so they're like, "Oh, let's take this fool out clubbing in LA." And so they all get completely fucking smashed, and everyone fucking starts throwing up all over the couches and all that. And so they got charged. I want to say it was like a $3,000 like cleanup charge at the club with gratuity and all the liquor on top. It was like a $10,000 charge on the
Jesus.
credit card. And my buddy puts his card down, calls the bank the next day, says it was fraud, and he says that they're all banned from the club and their pictures are outside the doors like to this day. This is like 5 years ago.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I was like, dude, that's the way to go. 'Cause, dude, that's a lot of fucking money just for throwing up on some couches.
It would be awesome to have your picture outside a club like that, though.
Oh, definitely. I was like, dude, that sounds fucking tight.
Shit piss, I should hit her with the doll hairs, actually. That'd be great.
That fucking playground troll shit. No,
Yeah,
I'm telling you, send her the picture of you and Hannah Dollas on stream and say, "Oh, I'd like to do something similar to this, but more tailored to what your content creation style." And then she'll be in.
Yeah, well, I'll send her that as the example. It's
Exactly.
funny. I always take whenever I do want to interview someone and it's serious, I send the link of the first Hannah Dollas interview where it was just serious.
Yeah.
Just to you know, and then I get nervous that they'll go look at other stuff, especially like if they watch the Casper videos or something.
You should be. I do always wonder, not to fucking grill you and say like, "Oh, it'll never work," but like, what is your plan? Like, do you plan on getting big off the more crash stuff, or is there like a side road in your head where you get big off more serious stuff? Like, would you delete all the crash stuff?
No, I want to get big on the crash stuff. What I assume would happen is I'd
Mm,
continue. Let's say I continue doing the crash stuff. I know that no one's going to come on, but what I
yeah.
assume would happen is if I get big enough, people will say, "Well, fuck, we need, it's a big channel." Like on Howard Stern, a lot of people
Mm,
didn't like Howard Stern's crash, but it was fucking Howard Stern, so you went on Howard Stern.
yeah.
Even if you were like a female actor who wanted to be respected, you knew Howard Stern was going to ask your bra size, but you were also going to be on the radio to every single car in America. So you went on his show.
True. True. Yeah.
So I assume if you just get popular enough, people will just be like, "Yeah, I know he's crass, but it's enough of like a incentive to go on the channel or whatever."
Yeah. Right on. I was curious. That makes sense though.
Yeah, and realistically, yeah, I don't know. I never really want to take stuff down. I've taken down videos just because I think they suck, but I
Yeah.
guess if I were to gain like a following for like a particular I don't know, like if I did like a serious video and that's what people liked.
Mm,
I guess I wouldn't take down the crass stuff. I just would say like, you don't have to watch all the stuff if you don't want. I don't know.
yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
But yeah, no, that is always something that I think of when I do like the Casper streams. I'm like, shit, like is Hannah Dollar's gonna want to come back on? Like am I like de-incentivizing her from wanting to come on?
Nah, she doesn't watch anything.
I just mean even like on Instagram. Like I know she watches the
Oh
clips and
yeah.
shit.
Oh, true.
Yeah, just shout. Yeah, that's true. If you just threaten to rape girls, they're usually down to come on your channel. Yeah, if you come on the channel, you'll get a nice fine payment of me hiding in a bush outside your house on a Saturday afternoon when you go home from work. If you do a bad job, I won't tell you what day I'll be in the bush. Yeah, shit. It'd be funny. I don't know. I would have to actually like write out questions because I could not just like off the cuff think of shit to ask her.
No, I think that's fine, especially if you're trying to make a good impression.
I also want to do if it was like worth like if I did have enough of a following and could afford to do stuff like this, I still think my idea would be great of bringing on girls, any kind of like influencer girl, be like, "Oh, come on the channel," do a serious interview.
Yeah.
And then I just show up drunk as shit and like awkwardly and ferociously hit on them the whole time and make them feel completely uncomfortable.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I want to see eventually once you get big enough and you do that often, like when they eventually leave the stream, a compilation of when they leave the stream would be hella funny.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
It'd be fucking super hilarious. I think a lot of people would like that kind of content.
It'd basically be a series of like how long will they last after I start like I don't know, I guess getting completely awkward or aggressive.
Yeah.
But I would for sure have to be drunk to do shit like that. And I would probably damn near need like an editor just so I would never have to watch it.
You wouldn't be able to stand watching that shit of yourself.
Yeah, I guess it would depend. It would depend on the person.
True, true, yeah.
Shit, because I'm just interviewing people in the area. Would you like to come on? It's free advertising for her. And I never usually, I when I email people, I straight up tell them I've got no clout. Like I usually what I do to try to put forth incentive is I say I have no followers. I don't even have 1,000 subscribers, but like I'll edit, I'll like make clips it for you if you want. Like I always tell them I'll send you the full video yourself so you can have it and you can cut it up and post whatever you want. If you like it, if you don't like it, you never have to talk about it.
I don't know. I think you're in an advantageous spot when it comes to hitting up these girls that have like a little bit of a following. She has like 6,000, 7,000, followers. I think because people naturally like to talk about themselves. I think the idea that this girl could hop on your stream for an hour and talk about why she thinks she's the shit, I think that's a pretty enticing offer, especially for a girl that does like, I don't want to say OF adjacent stuff, but essentially, like selling, talking with her. She clearly likes to talk about herself and thinks highly of herself. So.
I should also bring on girls under the guise of total serious interviews, but then like title the video "Retarded whore wants to have sex with me," and I turn her down.
That would be awesome.
Retarded whore shares her stupid opinions and like the video actually is like a totally serious interview, but the title is just like a completely vulgar title like that.
Yeah, that's how something wild. Dude, you should do that.
And if they hit me up, be like, well, I gotta get the clickbait, it's gotta be
Yeah, dude, of course I'm right.
that is why I think Hannah Dallas comes on, because
No,
she just is probably
absolutely.
down for like, oh yeah, I've got a free hour that day. I like to talk. I'm like, yeah, there's a camera. I'm down to do
Yeah,
video.
pretty women with high self-esteem love to talk about themselves. That's why, it just is what it is. It's not even a bad thing. It's a good thing in my opinion.
I don't have a button for that, so yeah, I don't know. That is the main incentive that I always say. It's just I'll
Alright,
send
go
you the
for it.
full fucking video.
Honestly, what I think you should really do is you should ask this girl and then look in her following for other hot women around her area of like cloutness / popularity and message them too. Fuck it.
Well, I followed a couple of random girls today just from like recommended. I think I followed one, and then when you follow someone, more recommended shit will pop up right there.
Yeah.
I just kind of started going through and looking for ones that didn't have a lot of followers, and was like, fuck, I'll follow these because I mostly on the disco page. The algorithm on the disco page is a mess. It's my personal Instagram has the good algorithm that I like, but on the disco page, it's like any 1980s rock and roll, girls, a lot of horror stuff like VHS and horror, and then some of the conspiracy theory shit from my personal page leaks onto here too.
That makes sense because it's on the same device.
Yeah, but generally that's the entire algorithm of oh, and then I'm getting a lot of Alicia Cuthbert edits now because of my literally I talked about the girl next door for one night and now that pops up in all my
Facts, that shit's listening to you, bro.
yeah, on all my reels here. It's actually kind of ridiculous. I get a lot of weird ads too I'll get ads on my Facebook that are straight up like, "Are you a 32-year-old musician?" And I'm like, "What, dude?"
That's fucking scary.
I guess on Facebook it makes sense because your age, but I'll get it like on Instagram where there is no age or anything. It'll be like, "Are you a 32-year-old musician who used to do drugs and hates your life and lost your ex-girlfriend of 5 years?" And like it's super bizarre, like the kind of specific ads I'll get.
Maybe that could be your 1 million subscriber special could be an interview with Calamity Jane.
Oh Jesus Christ! No, I couldn't even do it.
For 1 million subs, you wouldn't do that? Come on, bro.
Like to get the 1 million subs or after I get 1 million?
After like the celebration, like that's the celebration with all the followers.
Okay, I guess if I had 1 million, because at that point I'd be enough of a rock star that I would want to rub it in her face.
That's what I was saying. Like, would that not be sick? Like, oh yeah, I have 1 million subs on YouTube. Like, can I interview you from my channel?
Yeah, that is true. If I had 100,000 subscribers, I'd probably interview her, and I would just ask her embarrassing shit.
What about 50?
I don't know, maybe 50. 50, I'd probably do with any other ex-girlfriend.
Because you could ask her questions and just have her dog on you. It'd be a funny video.
Well, I would just dog on her. Like, well, you got lucky. Your kid's not black.
Shit, not a what they say, mud truck.
Yeah. Find out if they're beefing with anyone. Why? So I can tell them that I'll rape their arch nemesis. If you come on my channel, I'll rape your rival.
Jim has some pretty good advice for you, I'd say.
Yeah, I stalk them, then leave strange voicemails. That usually gets their attention.
Dude, you should just do videos of you sending like heinous voice messages on Instagram.
Oh God. I'd probably get my Instagram banned though.
Oh yeah, true. They definitely report you. Don't do that, dude. That would be catastrophic.
I think the trick would be to send them to people that won't even open your messages.
Yeah, true.
Like send it to girls with like 200,000 followers or something, or
yeah, like celebrities.
Not even celebrities, I guess, just like like popular OnlyFans.
Yeah, internet celebrities, I guess would be the word. Right on.
But even then, some of them might surprise you, like when that Brittany Ferlin chick responded to my story.
That was wild. I kind of forgot about that. Did that saga ever have a conclusion?
No, there was one court date. It still sounds like she's gonna end up looking retarded. And then I don't know when the next court date is or whatever, but there's no conclusion yet.
I almost respect her dedication to finishing it out, even though when she knows she's wrong.
It is like the women's mentality, like like everything, like like yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of chicks, like fat chicks that know they're wrong, but it's just like I'm not gonna give up.
Yeah, I won't give up, but this is what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna just do it. I'm like, well, I almost respect it. If it wasn't so retarded, I would respect it.
Yeah, I guess that's the worst part about it is that it's driven by retardation.
Yeah, like she knows she's clearly in the wrong. Like as soon as the fucking, what do you say, like the data gets subpoenaed or whatever from Snapchat, like it's over. There's no arguing that.
Dude, I sent Jim this song earlier. It's like an improvised song. This guy does like Omegle, chat roulette, whatever, but he sings songs to the people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull it up on here just because it's fucking hilarious.
Let's see.
So Jim, this will be the second time you've heard this, but it's always worth it. Here, let me click up.
No, what is that?
George Floyd. When he was down on the ground making more noise, calling for his mama. Took his breath away. You look like George Floyd if that nigga said I'm hella gay. Oh. Yeah, you know he made a wish. You look like George Floyd if he choked on some dick. I'm like, damn nigga. You know I cannot have it. You look like George Floyd if he said he was a faggot. Damn nigga. Yeah, you know he wants some pain. No, you look like George Floyd if he was repping the rainbow. Damn nigga. You know he like. Why your lips so big, nigga? Seriously? Damn, nigga. I'll never move ya. Why the fuck does this nigga also kinda look like he a Goomba? Damn, nigga. We never start with, bro. I'ma jump up on his head like it's Mario. Oh, y'all should know that's the facts. I looked between his teeth and all I seen was a gap. Oh, my God. You got the lips of George.
Dude, this guy's actually pretty talented.
Yeah, dude, this is hilarious. That's the best one, so I'm hooked on that, but I wonder if there's any other good ones.
Oh my God, you got. I bet your ass is hungry. I send them to the sky. Your ass only run when you see a French fry. Damn, nigga. You know that's a fact. I call you a big back, but you're more a Big Mac. I'm like, damn, nigga. I was on the hub and I accidentally switched and busted on y'all's face. Jay, what the fuck? Yo, absolutely not, bro.
I already like the George Floyd one the best.
I was gonna say, yeah, the George Floyd one definitely seems like it's his top work.
Oh my God, you got the lips of George Floyd.
The lips of George.
When he was down on the ground making more noise, calling for his mama. Took his breath away.
That's the best line. Calling for his mama.
Away.
Took his breath away. Yeah, that's good shit.
That fool was funny. That's awesome.
Jim, no. The Brittany. Fuck Brittany. What's her name?
Brittany Ferlin.
I kept wanting to say Brittany Griner.
The one
Brittany
that got traded
Ferlin.
for the Doctor of Death.
Brittany Ferlin is the chick that got catfished by some fake Ronnie Radke Snapchat. And I think Ronnie sued her or she. I don't know exactly how the trial is happening. They both filed for restraining orders against each other. I think they both got rejected. And then I know Ronnie is suing. I never knew this was possible in court. Ronnie Radke is suing anybody who is impersonating him on Snapchat. And so the way that works is in the legal document, it's just John Doe. But because of that, filing, they can now go to Snapchat and subpoena the metadata to get to find out who the person was behind that specific account. Which I didn't know you could sue someone and not know who they are, and then use.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I guess that's what's going on. So
I think when you have the money to do it.
Yeah, that's true. So we will actually find out who runs the account. Right now, somebody said from the court date, there was some expert they brought in. Somebody said it's probably a chick from like Thailand or some shit. But anyways, yeah, she's gonna end up looking stupid, and then I'm gonna clown on her even more. I'm gonna be like, hey, like I was nice to you. You told me that.
Yeah, you lied to me. How could you do that?
Yeah, you told me you had a bunch of fucking evidence.
You should fucking troll and say, are you single now?
Yeah. Like if you come on my YouTube channel and like lift your shirt up, I'm sure you'll get more clout than you have now.
Yeah, facts. I had never heard of her before you started making videos on her.
Oh, dude, she got like 2 million followers.
That's wild. And she's
She
married
was.
to Tommy Lee.
Say what?
She's married to Tommy Lee. That's like her thing, right?
Well, no, she was she was famous on Vine.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, she was a Vine person, which is funnier that she got catfished because it's like you're an internet celebrity. You think you'd be like internet savvy.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, no, she got famous on Vine, and then that just carried over to everything else. She's got 2.2 million followers.
That's wild. I sometimes even forget that Vine was the thing.
I always forget about Vine because I never had one.
I had it, but I mostly just watch like basketball mix compilations and shit on it.
Nothing to do with Vine. They were just 6-second videos or less.
Yeah, 6 seconds or less. So the videos were all hella short.
God, talk about the fucking destruction of people's attention spans.
Choo, 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 choo.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. And then TikTok basically just took over and gave them a minute or less, but now you could do like 10-minute videos on TikTok.
No, dude, you can do as long as you want. I see people upload full Dragon Ball movies on TikTok, and you can, like most of them are like an hour long
Yeah.
on one video. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, Brittany Ferlin, she's hot as shit. I mean, that is true, but it's funny. I think she's like in her late 30s now.
Yeah, she's past her prime.
Maybe she's like 40, and like she is getting work done and shit. She's like doing stuff like that. Like, she got some filler in her neck, she said.
Bro, speaking of filler, did you see the Jim Carrey shit?
Oh yeah.
Some people thought it was a fake, but everyone's like, bro, he just got plastic surgery. Like, it is what it is. Who cares?
Yeah, people went wild about that. And I'm like, dude, he just got filled. What's funny, the funniest thing about that, and I saw a tweet about it, all the people that are like, that's not really Jim Carrey because Jim Carrey hates Hollywood. He would never get filler. He hates award shows.
Yeah.
It's like those are people that are obsessed with, they think they know him personally. It's like parasocial type. They think they know him personally. It's like, oh, you think Jim Carrey hates Hollywood? The Hollywood celebrity A-list actor Jim Carrey? You really think he fucking hates Hollywood so much that he would
Right.
never get fillers?
No, facts. Well, and he can hate Hollywood and get fillers if he wants to. Like, maybe he's fucking insecure. I don't know.
Yeah. But it was funny that everyone's evidence was, no, we know Jim Carrey. He would never do this. Like, bro, you don't know any fucking thing. Like, Jim Carrey could be raping babies for all you know. Like, you don't know a fucking thing about this guy.
Yeah, you don't fucking know him, and they think it's like, oh, he wouldn't do that. It's a fake. It's like, dude, no, he just got plastic surgery. Like, who gives a fuck? He does look weird, though. I see why people freaked out, but no, it's obviously just like filler and shit.
Yeah, he looks weird. He was even acting weird as shit. He just kind of seemed like he was on like sleeping pills or some shit, but
No, and well, he's old as fuck. I'm pretty sure too, and I haven't seen anything about that fool in years. So maybe he just wasn't feeling comfortable in front of the camera or some shit. Who knows? We'll never know because we don't know the fool.
yeah. I don't think he does a lot when it comes to like extracurricular activity, and he hasn't been in many movies lately, which is fine. His
He hasn't
prime
acted
is
in
past.
forever. Yeah, no, he's fucking old.
Yeah, fucking people. That was funny. I was gonna bring that up with Annie last night, but we didn't even get
It's a
to
good
it or
one.
whatever.
Asmongold had a pretty good video talking about it, like he usually does.
Dude, Asmongold shit is funny. I've still been watching.
Dude, have you ever gone through the videos where he talks about his lore?
No.
Dude, that guy is fucking crazy.
What's his lore?
He let his he's essentially like a degenerate like doomer guy. Like for a while he never cleaned his house. He lived in trash. The way he would wake up in the morning is there was a dead rat that was lying in his room on a spot where strategically when the sun would rise in the morning, the dead rat would like bake in the sun and it would smell so bad that would force him to wake up. And he like didn't brush his teeth and shit, so like he would like rub his gums and then like rub the dry blood on the wall and shit like that. Just fucking disgusting shit.
I've seen a picture of his room, so I knew he lived in like a messy room. Does he still do all that shit?
I don't think he does. I think he's like cleaned his act up semi, like halfway. Yeah, he's still like a messy guy. Lives like like has trash on the floor, but he doesn't do like the dead rat shit and like cockroaches and all that.
Yeah, Jesus, that guy's got to be making a shit ton of money.
Oh, he does. He says he only spends 1% of his money.
Well, you see his YouTube videos, and like within like 2 hours, they'll hit like 1 million views.
Yeah, no facts. I guess the reason he did all that shit is because he got hella depressed because like his mom died and all that kind of stuff. So he was kind of like, eh, fuck it, like who cares anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I guess at one point he was planning on killing himself, but then some World of Warcraft DLC came out, so he changed his mind.
That's awesome.
He thought it was God telling him not to kill himself by releasing the DLC.
I'm super jealous that like he's so big that he has clips on YouTube on Asmon TV. They'll hit like 1,000,000 views in like 6 hours.
Yeah.
He doesn't even make thumbnails, and the titles are always literally just like, "This is crazy.
Yep.
This is wild."
No,
People
he's one of those rare examples where he really is just himself, and people just like him. People like the videos like the reactions he has. They want to hear his thoughts.
Yeah, I think it's because he just says shit honestly, like when he talks about, like certain people deserve the fucking death penalty for,
Yeah, facts.
Bruce Almighty is one of my favorite Jim Carrey movies. It's not the
Ace
only one I like, but
Ace
it's one of my
Ventura.
favorites. What's that one about, The Truman Show? That's a good one.
That's a great movie. Yeah.
You know that movie is supposed to be more of like a sci-fi action, kinda like an action sci-fi?
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there was another actor. I can't remember. There was a couple other actors, but it was originally kind of like a dark sci-fi. It was meant to be like kind of scary and actiony, kind of like Blade Runner-ish. It sounded like.
That
And
could
then
have been cool.
I think once they cast once they cast Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
I think they went a little bit more lighthearted. The thing, dude, I fucking love Bruce Almighty, and they could never make Bruce Almighty today because it's such a pro-Christian, like pro-God
Oh,
movie.
facts. Yeah. No, I see a lot of people talk about that. Like a lot of the overtly Christian, things in movies. Like even in the original Spider-Man, like what's the aunt's name? Is it Aunt May?
Yeah,
When the Green Goblin pulls up on her, she's actually doing Catholic prayers in her room. Like
yeah, she's praying.
that would never happen in a modern day Spider-Man movie. She'd be doing some weird like African voodoo shit or something like
Yeah,
that.
and she'd be telling Peter that he doesn't need to be a Christian to be a good person, or
Yeah.
and the thing that's also funny about Bruce Almighty is that Bruce Almighty is proof that no one actually gives a fuck if there's a black act. I mean, they literally cast a black actor to play God,
Yeah.
and everybody's still awesome. It's like one of the best, and it's because they weren't pushing that shit, and it wasn't like a ridiculous
Facts.
people act like that. There are, of course, people today that just whenever they see a black actor on screen, they go woke, and it's like, okay, not necessarily like, bro, like let the movie play out first before you just
Yeah, there can
scream
be black
woke.
actors. Who cares?
But there is also plenty of movies now where it's like you see a black actor pop up and you're just like, bro, are we like it's so fucking obvious. Like I think it's The Nun 2.
Mm.
It's a movie set in I don't even fucking remember. Let me look up one. I think it's like set in the 1950s. Yeah, I had to hit the 2 for The Nun 2. The Nun 2, it takes place in 1956 in France in a Catholic it's like a Catholic, monastery, so there's a bunch of nuns.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the main characters is a fucking black nun
Yeah, right.
in France in this Catholic monastery in 1956. So it's like, God, are we really doing this? Like, you really think there was just fucking black nuns walking
In
around the
France, of all places.
Yeah, in 1956. So that's when people get mad about it. But when it's like Morgan Freeman has a very commanding, kind of godly voice, honestly. So
Totally,
it
yeah.
makes perfect sense. So it's fine. I think Morgan Freeman is like that nowadays, though, honestly. I know back in the day, obviously he wasn't, but nowadays, I don't know. I could be wrong. I feel like I've seen some quotes from him, but I also could be totally wrong. But
Yeah. You ever seen Yes Man?
no, I haven't seen that
It's
one.
another good Jim Carrey movie. Really good.
Liar Liar is also a classic.
Yeah.
That's Dixon Cider. There's no way you haven't seen Liar Liar. That's like one of the best ones too. But yeah, Bruce Almighty can never get made today because it's pro God.
Oh, Dumb and Dumber couldn't be made today either because the whole joke is that they're both fucking retarded.
Or today there would be like a very lengthy scene explaining how autistic they are and they're on the spectrum.
Yeah, they're
And
neurodivergent.
yeah. I love the scene at the end where the girls on the bus drive by looking for someone to like oil them up for their bikini contest or something, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, you're in luck. There's a town just that way, full of guys."
What a good fucking movie, man. They don't make shit like that anymore.
No, they don't make good one-off movies either. Like I was talking about that movie Nightcrawler recently
Yeah.
with Jake Gyllenhaal, and it's just like a single, it's not a franchise, just a one movie self-contained story. Really good, kind of a weird, bizarre movie with fucking Jake Gyllenhaal, and like nowadays you might see shit like that on like they might do like a straight to Hulu movie or something,
Yeah.
but that's really it.
No, it's like School of Rock. It's a great fucking movie. It doesn't need anything else that stands out its own two legs, and it still holds up hella well.
I bet you in the next 10 years we'll get a School of Rock sequel.
Oh, we already did. They made a little School of Rock show on Nickelodeon a few years ago, and it was terrible.
Well, that's not the same thing.
Oh,
I mean,
a sequel. My bad. I misheard you.
yeah, I mean, like we'll get like a movie.
I hope not. Aren't most of them dead? Or like the drummer's dead and the guitarist is strung out or something?
The guitarist is in prison for like stealing guitars.
That's
He was like
awesome.
he committed like some mass theft of musical instruments or something. And I think the drummer got in a motorcycle accident and died.
That's too
But they'll
bad.
just recast that as a black chick.
Role models. Oh, which one was that? That one was fun. I think I remember that movie.
I've never seen Role Models, I don't think. Yeah, if I got to heaven, first of all, if I got to heaven, I'd be surprised. But if I got to heaven and Morgan Freeman was up there too, I wouldn't be surprised.
What, you think you're going to hell or purgatory or what?
Well, I would consider myself agnostic right now.
Oh,
So yeah, I'd go to wherever those people go. If you're a Christian, that would be hell.
yeah, true.
So yeah, right now I'd go to hell. But you know what's funny? When I remember when I was a kid,
Oh,
probably like third or fourth grade, because I went to Christian school. I remember learning about how homosexuality is a sin.
oh.
So I literally remember as a young ass kid having the very immature thought, like, oh, so if being gay is a sin, that means hell is gay and Satan is gay. So like hell is super gay and everyone's just doing gay shit in hell, huh?
Oh, it's fucking funny. I like the thought of you thinking about that like 9 years old. Oh, it's all fucking gay.
Because at one point I was thinking about how like like AC/DC Highway to Hell. So this is
Yeah,
probably like fifth grade because I had seen School of Rock probably if I'm thinking about AC/DC.
that's
Like,
the
oh
big
yeah,
event
rock
of the
bands are all
timeline.
obsessed with like the devil and hell and shit. But I'm like, oh, but in hell they're probably just doing a bunch of gay stuff because that's where all the gay people go is to hell.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
And I thought it was one of those like great takes. Like I would have made a TikTok video about that in fifth grade.
Oh, would have been a great TikTok.
Yeah.
You think you'd be better off right now if you were in like the shoes of today's kids, like you had social media from the time you were like 10?
I
Like
don't know.
you think you'd have a huge leg up?
If I was 17 today, I'd be famous on the internet like tomorrow.
That's what I'm asking. You worded it better than I could though.
Yeah, if I was 16 or 17 today, by the time I was 19, I'd take over the internet. Like I'd be like blacked out on Xanax jumping off a roof. I mean, I did that. I would have recorded it, but it would be on TikTok or something.
Isn't that you broke your foot or some fucking stupid ass shit?
Yeah, I bruised my heel bone, and they had to give me like crutches. And then my job was pissed because I was working at the warehouse at the time, and they were like, and I just told my boss, I was like, yeah, I jumped off my girlfriend's roof because I had to get out of the house without unlocking the front door. And my boss is like, dude, you realize like we pay you to come into work. You can't be hurting yourself jumping off of a fucking roof to get out. Like he was pissed.
You should have lied.
I don't know. I got along with him really well. This dude
I said,
named,
all the times you fucking lied in your life and you tell the
Yeah.
truth in that instant. You're
There's this dude
retarded.
what can you lie about? How else do you bruise the bottom of your like? I can't say I got in a fight.
Say you're playing basketball.
Oh, what I went for a dunk and like I'm on crutches now. Like I don't think that's reasonable.
That's more honorable than fucking jumping out of some bitch's house.
Yeah, yeah. I just got along with that boss really well. So I thought, I mean, he wasn't, he wasn't like
Yeah.
he never even threatened to fire me or anything. He just
Oh,
was
that's
like,
good.
he was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what do you?
How'd you
come
break your
on."
hand that one time? Or whatever the fuck you did. Not to dig into your lore or nothing.
Oh, the boxer's fracture.
Yeah.
I hit my hand, so it's actually really fucking retarded.
Oh.
I hit my hand. I think we were arguing about something, and at the time, I had at the foot of my bed. Like on the foot of some beds, there's like a wood board.
Yeah, the bed frame.
Yeah, so like not the headboard, but the smaller one on the foot of the bed.
Yes, yeah.
I punched that. And I left like a little knuckle dent in the wood, but like immediately like this part of my hand just like puffed out like 4 times its fucking size.
Oh,
And I like fell. Like my girlfriend said, she's like, it looked like somebody punched you in the face. So it looked super weird. So like it looked like an invisible person hit you and like knocked you out because I punched it and then I just like fell. Because it hurt. Dude, that
it's like
shit
the fucking recoil of punching the thing.
dude, that shit fucking hurt. And then we went to the doctor and everybody thought I punched her. And the nurse was some black lady and she's like, you guys know you can't be messing around like this. And I was like, dude, if I punched her in the fucking face, like
Yeah,
she'd
you'd
be
see
the
it.
one here at the hospital. Like, not like I was like, do you guys not understand? Like, I have a boxer's fracture. Don't you think she'd have a black eye? Don't you think she would be like crying? Don't you think she'd be the one here? Like, I
Yeah.
didn't punch her in the fucking face and get a boxer's fracture, and she's just sitting here totally fine. Like,
Yeah, she'd have some kind of mark on her, or be like, grimacing or something.
just use the abused woman excuse. Say you fell down the yeah, I fell down the stairs and bruised the heel bone of my foot. Man, that
Especially-
was the worst part, was that everyone at the doctor kept looking at it as funny because they thought I punched her. And that's why they call it a boxer's fracture, is because boxers get it from punching people.
That
But
would make sense.
I was like, no, I did not fucking like no. If I was like, dude, if I punched her, like she'd be sleeping right now, or like something. She'd be, like I said, she'd have like a black eye or something. But
Yeah. That's tough. That's quite a crazy thing to accuse you of. Did you look hella strung out or something? They assumed that you guys were like beating each
no,
other.
we weren't even high.
That's crazy.
At that time, we weren't even doing drugs at the time. They ended up giving me, it sucks, they gave me a bottle of like the minimum amount of like Norcos, because at that time I'd already had on my record, like, you can get on your medical record, like, do not give opiates to, like,
It's
he
true,
likes them a
yeah.
little bit too much. And at the
Yep.
time I already had that. And so they had to give me something, but they gave me like the bare minimum.
Yeah, dude. Some people, not to dig in, but I used to work at, say, like a healthcare place of some sorts. And dude, the amount of people that call you and try and fucking say, "Oh yeah, my prescription's not working. You need to give me Norcos and all that shit," and they have like the most minor medical issue of all time, and they're just calling for the Norcos. Dude, it's crazy.
Jim, are the Jews censoring you on YouTube again? Because I haven't seen your comments for a while. Jim is the most marginalized population in chat usually.
It's true.
Dixon Cider, 2 boxers fractured neither from hitting a person.
Where
I
are
feel
they
like
from?
you can get them from punching anything, or even accidentally hitting shit, I'm sure. But yeah, that's how my buddy Ryan, the first person that ever gave me my first pill, that's how he would get them. He would go to doctors and say, "Oh, I got in a car accident. My head, this, that, blah, blah, blah." And he would doctor shop. And he was like 18 at the time too.
That's
What really sucks is we got into that shit like right after that stuff stopped, because there was the boom period where like a 14-year-old could go to the doctor and say, "I've got a headache," and they'd give him fucking Oxycontin.
Yeah.
Like, there was a boom period. I mean, there are documentaries about this shit now.
Yeah, the opioid addiction, they call it, like, the opioid epidemic.
Yeah, it was when Oxycontin was new on the market and they were telling everyone it was non-addictive.
Yeah,
And,
right. Holy shit, that's a crazy fucking lie. I didn't know that was the lore.
yeah, they literally, they created Oxycontin and they went to all the doctors in America and they said it's non-addictive, it's completely non-addictive. You can give it to your patients for pain. So they were giving it out for like if you had a cold, you'd go to your doctor, they give you Oxycontin. So after that ended, my buddy went out and found some doctors that were still giving it out a little bit, but it was obviously harder because it had already ended and he was like 18 and still in high school. But he
Yeah.
would find a couple that would give him a Percocet prescription or a Norco prescription, and then he'd give me some of it or whatever. And then that was how I started off.
That was the intro, the prequel.
Yeah. Yeah, the Oxycontin and then Percocets and Norcos. That stuff was fun. If I could go back to like never having done the harder shit, I would still enjoy taking a couple Norcos once in a while.
Mm.
Because that's how it was for years. Like, just for years, it'd be like once every month or like once every, just kind of like here and there, the same way you party. Like,
Yeah, like the same way most people drink. Like, oh yeah, a couple every now and then.
yeah. I got like once or twice a month. I'll take a small handful of Percocets or something, and it was always a lot of fun.
Mm,
I would imagine nowadays my shit's probably so messed up that I don't know if I would get much. Like I might not even get high at all.
mm.
But I could just be stupid in thinking that. I'd probably get high as shit because I
Yeah,
have no
I'd assume
tolerance.
your tolerance has probably returned to normal, if I had to guess.
There are still some cases there where shit is just like weird, where
Mm.
I don't know. I think once you get hooked on a bunch of different shit, your whole like system just gets kind of weird, and like sometimes you get high, sometimes you don't, sometimes whatever.
Mm.
Yeah, Netanyahu's getting to gym right now.
Choo, 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 choo.
Dude, why would you punch a brick wall out of everything? I would never punch a brick wall, at least.
That sounds like some shit someone would do for like a bet. Like, oh, I'll give you $20 if you punch a wall.
Jimmy, you're saying there's a good show about the Oxycontin thing on Hulu? Because yeah, I know there's a lot of good documentaries about that. It was like crazy, like straight up telling doctors, and doctors buying it. Like, yeah, this shit's non-addictive, bro. It's fucking heroin. Like, literally heroin in a pill.
That's the crazy thing, dude. The amount of shit that like the FDA has approved and they're not in jail is wild to me. OxyContin is not addictive. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, yeah. That was like one of the craziest ones I could think of. Like when I heard that was the thing they told doctors and people. Like, dude, what the fuck? It's called. I think I've heard of that one. Dope sick.
That's why I laugh whenever people are like, "Oh, don't eat eggs and red meat. It's bad for your cholesterol." I'm like, "Oh yeah, according to the same FDA, they told you fucking OxyContin is not addictive."
Didn't they draw the food pyramid?
Yeah, they redid it, dude. RFK Jr. That guy's goated. I don't know why everyone always fucking hates on him. He seems pretty honorable to me. He just wants people to fucking not eat so much shit anymore.
I just remember the food pyramid when I was in like kindergarten, and it was like bread was like like eat a shit ton of bread,
Yeah.
eat a shit ton of I forget what else was on there, but
It was always like bread, pasta, like hella grains and shit. But yeah, now it's like meat, milk, vegetables, fruit, which is, of course, everyone's known that for years. Eating hella bread, how the fuck would that be good for you?
okay. If you thought the brick wall was like a normal wall, that makes sense. You thought it was like a wall
Ah,
inside a house, I'm guessing. I've always wanted to punch a wall in a house. I think I punched a door one time.
my buddy punched a hole in the house of the punched a hole in the wall of the house we were living at, and he tried he tried to tell our landlord that he did it with his head. He fell asleep at his desk and put his head through the wall.
That's awesome.
But really, he got in a fucking argument with his girlfriend and punched a hole in the wall.
I think I punched the door at my ex-girlfriend's mom's house, and I also might have told her that I hit my head on it. I think I might have pulled that one too.
Yeah,
But
because your head, your head's fucking heavy. It's like semi-believable.
well, I think the retarded part about it was that I'm 6'3", and like where I punched was like my head was like 3 feet above it or something. Like
You just tell her you just fucking like toppled over, just fucking head first into the wall.
no, she knew I punched the door. She fucking was like, dude, you punched the door. Like, I was not getting one on her, or I was not getting one over on her like I thought I was.
Is this Calamity Jane's mom?
Yeah, yeah. I punched the. I don't even remember why I punched the door. I think I punched the outside of the door too. I wasn't even like in her room. Like there's like a 30% chance I was like fucking around and punched the door. I most likely was mad about something and punched the door, obviously, but the fact that I can't remember it at all makes me think like there's a tiny chance that I was just like being a dick.
They're
And, like
trolling.
thought I was being funny and punched the door, but no, I was probably mad about something. But
Dude,
yeah,
it's
I've always wanted
crazy.
to punch a hole through an actual drywall. I just never have.
Oh, it's not hard. But what was I gonna say? Isn't it crazy how like can you imagine yourself doing some shit like that today?
No, I don't even know what would make me mad enough to like punch anything.
That's what I'm thinking. Like I feel like I think of myself like even just a few years ago, and I think about all the shit I did when I got mad. I'm like, what? Like, why the fuck did I do that?
Yeah, nowadays I can't imagine. I will say, ever since I've like basically turned 30, I've never had a girlfriend. So I've never been able to put like my new self to the test. Like, so who knows? Maybe some retarded girl comes along and reawakens, and I like punch another door or something because girls are just so fucking stupid that I like have to punch something. But no, but realistically, yeah, no, I don't even know what it would take for me to like if a girl did some shit that I thought was annoying, I'd be like, okay, dude, like go away for like the rest of the day or something. Like,
That's what I'm saying. I think that like that's truly like a young man's like way of taking things out, just getting hella mad and punching things. I'm not even that old, and I feel like that way now. Not that I ever punched a hole in the wall or nothing, but just the things I would do. I was like, I can't imagine myself even caring that much anymore.
yeah, it's definitely a young man's game, getting mad about shit. Jim, are you talking about punching holes in Netanyahu's walls, and maybe that's why you're getting oppressed again?
The big Yahoo. I love Israel for the stream. Just have to put that out there.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yeah, and the fact that he's been saying we can't let Iran get nuclear weapons for 40 years. Hey, I agree. He's right. We can't let them get one. The big Yahoo.
All right, so Jim, you should be good now. It's basically the equivalent of painting the lamb's blood over the door frame is what we just did.
Dude, facts. When you really think about it, though, isn't it crazy that fool's been prime minister for fucking 30 years?
Yeah, haven't there only been 2 before him, or was there only 1?
I think there was one before him, and the dude was in the Epstein files for some shit.
Because I know there's the OG. That's the guy that JFK dealt with.
Yeah.
And then he stepped down, and then the second guy took out
I think you're
JFK.
right. Yeah, I think you're
And
right.
then next was Netanyahu.
Yeah, old BB. Did you know his last name is not even Netanyahu?
Well, I was gonna say, what kind of fucking name is Netanyahu?
He changed it. He changed it to a Hebrew sounding name, but originally, dude, he's Polish. He's not even Jewish.
Jesus.
They're Polish Jews. They're not Semitic. My bad, guys. I'm lying right now. I love Israel and I love Benjamin Netanyahu. But yeah, he changed his name to sound more Hebrew. But really, he's a Polish Jew.
I don't even know who wants to be Jewish. Like the sideburns, things look retarded. Those small hats look retarded. Like there's nothing cool about like Jewish culture. So I don't know why anyone's ever like, dude, I want to embrace like, dude, if I was Jewish, I'd be running as far away from that shit as possible. Why you changed your name and then you chose Netanyahu? Like at least choose like Stein or something. At least that's like doable. Yeah, but like Netanyahu? Bro, your name is Yahoo. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
I totally agree with you.
But yeah, no, punching doors is a young man's game. I think getting mad about shit is like a young man's deal.
Oh, dude, especially like relationship shit. I think getting mad over that shit is a young man's game. I think it does make a comeback if you have kids and you like severely disagree with your wife about shit for your kids. I think that could bring out that emotion. I imagine.
Yeah, I could see that.
But I think that's like the only other thing that would really get you turned up enough to fucking like punch a hole in the wall. Jim says Epstein gave him AIDS.
Yeah, Jim, this is why you've been oppressed. But notice that comment came through, which means we did a good job painting the lamb's blood over the door frame.
We did, bro. We're safe. We fuck with the big Yahoo over here.
We lifted the curse of Jim's marginalization.
Back to work.
That's what that sounds called.
I like that. When you saw Jim, the song is called Back to Work.
And I put it as 0 on the keyboard with my joke in my head being, I'll remember that it's that song because black people are zeros.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say because it reflects how much they got paid.
Oh, that's even better, actually. That makes me sound less racist.
$0, 0 cents.
Yeah, I got to start changing the some of the sounds just because all the songs I don't always have a use for. But I'm out of space on my keyboard. I'll have to start. I don't want to put sounds on actual letters just because I type letters the most on stream.
Jim, that's because they want you to talk about Epstein to rub it in that they're not going to do anything about it.
It's like 10 messages in the last 4 minutes, and the only one to pop up was the Epstein one. What are the last? Type in the last 4 comments again or whatever.
Oh, my comments were getting censored yesterday during the stream because I said trannies. I even tried spelling it with the 4 for the A, so it would go through, but it didn't go through.
What does it look like? Does it just not? It just doesn't pop up?
You type it in on your end, but it doesn't pop up on in the YouTube comments itself, or it pops up on your end, but it doesn't pop up on the screen. You know how the comments are not automatic right here. It won't pop up there.
And they don't pop up for me either on like not on the screen, but on the dashboard of my streaming service.
Exactly. And for the other people on YouTube, they won't see it on their feed. You'll only see it on your feed because you're the one that typed it. They don't tell you that it got censored, But yeah, that's how it goes. And I was just saying trannies. I didn't even know that was considered a bad word.
That is super weird.
It was during the Disneyland shit. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, I said that I don't think trannies should be allowed in places that are meant for kids. I don't think that should be legal.
I was gonna say it sounds like Jim's not really been saying that much bad stuff either, but now here he is popping these ones through.
You know Steve Kerr?
Yeah.
Did you know his son's name is Nick Kerr?
Oh, that's bad.
And that's really his name. And people were like, bro, Steve, of all the names you could have picked, you went with Nick.
He really could. I mean, was that like his father's name, Nicholas? Or something?
No, no, he went with that name.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, I was like, maybe he's just like a A1 troll. Cause that's fucking crazy.
You ever seen that video of the kid that tells the lady in it's some Zoom call,
Yeah.
and he puts that his name is like Fat Nick Gurr. I think it's Nick Kerr. I can't remember if it's Gurr or Kerr, but then it's the lady, and she's like, "Is everybody here? John, Fat Nick Kerr." But she says it really quick, and then he out of nowhere is like, "No, my name's Steve," and she's like, "Oh shit." It's really
Yeah.
funny the way she says it.
No, it's fucking funny. Have you ever seen the guy that's fighting a court case over his license being suspended, and he's doing it on Zoom from his car in a
Yes.
drive-through?
And he's like, "I'm just about to pull up to my doctor's right now."
Yeah. Dude, there's hella funny Zoom job interview videos. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It'll be like a guy and he's eating the whole time during the interview, and they're like, it's not professional to eat during the interview. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm not
I've seen
eating.
that one.
And if they look away for like a second, you start to eat.
And she's like, "Okay, we're if you're not willing to take this seriously." Those people take that shit way too seriously, though. It's like, bro,
Oh, facts.
like you're interviewing him from home. Like what he's like, I get it. Yes, you shouldn't eat during an interview, but what do you think is going to happen when you tell people you're going to do a Zoom interview? Like I've got an interview on the 5th
Oh,
on
nice.
Zoom.
What job? You don't gotta say if you don't want to.
It's the one that I've been talking about.
Oh, really? You got it?
Yeah, I passed that test.
Oh, that's fucking dude. You're about to be rolling in the Benjamins. Oh yeah.
I passed that test somehow, but it's a long, like there's like a fucking psych evaluation as part of the process to get hired. So I could come to that line and they'd be like, "No."
Oh yeah, they're gonna put you through like a lie detector and all that.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, dude, you have to vlog it. There's other good interview ones where the guy's going through like a Popeyes drive-through, and they're all like, "Are you going through a drive-through right now?" He's like, "No, I'm not." He's like, "Let me get one sandwich, one drink." And they're like, "You just ordered." And he's like, "No, I didn't." I love troll shit like that, man. It's fucking funny.
Yeah, it's always funny when people do it out in the real world like that.
Facts.
Yeah, I don't know what people expect. Like you're doing interviews with these people at their houses. Some guy's probably going to be eating a sandwich. Like,
I totally agree. Like, if you're really so keen on keeping it professional, have it at the office.
yeah, bring him in.
Yeah, if it's so professional, don't let him do it at home.
I fucking hate people, and I'd rather just go in for the interview anyways, because then I don't have to hold my phone. And it sucks because I would do job interviews like here, but number one, my poster and my John Lennon probably wouldn't look so good. And then two, I don't want them knowing I have a YouTube channel at all. And the fact that I've got the mic, they just start asking like, "Oh, why
Oh,
do you
dude, I was just gonna say they're not gonna like that you have like content creator shit. I accidentally pulled up to a Zoom call for school with this mic the other day, and they were like, "What's up with your mic?" And I, I had to say some line like, "Oh, when I call my buddies, I really like having good audio quality."
I kind of feel like, luckily enough, I'm so small that none of them would know, but maybe this job would have a way to find out.
Oh, dude, this job will find out. That's I don't know. Because they're gonna background check you, and I know that if they have like any portion of like internet background checks, like internet sleuths that'll look for anything you post, they may find it, and they may not be the
don't-
happiest about it.
I don't even understand how that stuff works. Like, how would they?
Oh, dude, because they use facial recognition. They take your face, they put it into their
Oh,
yeah, and your face is gonna pop up with you on the internet doing this shit. There's so much content, it's gonna be an immediate match.
that makes more sense. I always thought they just
Yeah.
like looked up your name or some shit.
No. I mean, they do look up your name, but yeah, now with the way, especially with AI, they're gonna put your face into the AI shit and say, pull up all the shit of this guy on the internet, and this shit is obviously gonna pop up.
Oh, that's awesome.
So hopefully it doesn't. Would you take all this shit down if you could get that job?
No.
You're wild, bro. And so they tell you like, all right, take it down or no job. You'd stay with YouTube?
Yeah, if they're like no YouTube channel or no job, I'd okay, well, I'll go find another job because there's other jobs out there.
But this one pays so well, bro. It might be stressful, I guess.
Yeah, no, this one would pay the most I've ever made, but there's other jobs. Like I could find another job, but
That's true. And fast food pays 20, but dude, fast food is ass. I would never work
yeah, no,
fast
I would never
food.
do fast food. But yeah, no, I would never. If anyone's like, you can't have a YouTube, like that's ridiculous. That's like you can't talk on the internet like in video format. Like no, what?
True. I'm actually curious when you do get to that portion of the job. Let me know what they say, because maybe they won't even care.
Yeah, the only reason I could think they won't care is because I would never see anybody.
Yeah.
Nobody would ever know who I am. Like the people that I would be dealing with, it's all over. It's all over
You could
audio.
always pull the free speech card, although I do worry that your streams with Casper may classify as another kind of speech.
Oh, dude, everything I say on this shit would classify some other kind of speech, which I also don't believe should be a thing, though. I
I
think
was
that
just say,
would be
I don't agree with that. I don't think saying that you think tranny shit is wrong. That's not hate speech to me. That's
hate
just
speech.
voicing your
Hate
opinion.
speech isn't even. That's you're getting into like thought crime territory, which in my
I,
opinion,
I agree with you. I'm just saying what the government has to roll with, especially
yeah,
California government.
yeah. No, I know. I don't know. Fuck. Maybe if anything, maybe if they don't hire me because of that, I can go online and get a viral clip out of being like,
Bro, remember that one guy? There was some guy on like I want to say it's called like Jubilee or something. You know, like those 5 people, 5 conservatives versus 5 liberals. You know, like those videos where they all sit in the same room together.
yeah.
And the guy said he claimed that so someone on the other side accused him of being a fascist, and he said, "Well, yeah, I guess I am then." And then the guy claimed to lose his job. Dude, he got thousands of dollars the next day. And it turned out to be completely fake. He was not fired from his job or nothing like that. So he just cashed out. You
Oh,
could
that's
do some,
hilarious.
you could do something like that, like, oh, I was omitted from this job process because I voiced my opinion on the internet. Like, help me out.
Yeah, I'm sure I wouldn't be that lucky. I'm sure I'd post about it on Instagram and like 2 people would like it or whatever, and that'd be it. I'd move on. But yeah, I would post something like, "Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
got pretty far into this job process, and they found out that I make jokes on a YouTube channel." And
yeah,
I would also explain the job and say, "By the way, I would never see anybody face to like. It's not like a customer would come in and notice me and then be like, 'Oh, you're from that channel.'
yeah.
Like, that's not even a possibility. Like this job specifically, I
It's
would
true. Yeah,
basically be working from like an office essentially."
yeah. Essentially. Oh, yeah,
Working
Dixon
from
Saturday,
home.
that's classic, wearing the sweats and the boxers for the business calls. I remember one time I had an interview, I had a suit on the top, and then I was in my underwear for the rest of the call. It was goated.
If my work found out I do this and I had some problem, I'd pull some liberal reverse Uno, card, shit, whatever, and accuse them of silencing my friend. Yeah, that's what I would do.
You have to, yeah. Well, because it's true, because they would use that argument if the shoe were on the other foot.
Yeah, and it's also like at this point, like I guess at the risk of sounding like cheesy, like YouTube, essentially the way that I do it, just live streaming. It's basically just like video journaling, damn near.
I agree.
Like I'd kind of be like, yeah, I just go on there and talk about like my opinions on shit, and like I make a lot of jokes. It's all it's all in the name of comedy and satire, and there are like fucking like 80-year-olds that have like make YouTube videos and shit. Like it's not I don't know, but I guess they used to also not hire people because of tattoos, but there's plenty
I
of reasons they would want to
I
not
still
hire
think they
someone.
don't. I actually got into a debate about that with my friends. They were trying to say that people, like, it doesn't matter today, like people with tattoos and piercings don't get like they don't face any barring, like when it comes to hiring. I'm like, I think you're retarded if you go into an interview like hella blasted with hella piercings and you think that you're gonna have the same chance as someone without that stuff. I think you're
Oh
foolish
yeah,
if you think that doesn't have an effect. Like, you're actually retarded if you think that people wouldn't think differently about you.
even if they say it doesn't, of course it does.
Yeah, even if they're not allowed to say they do or say they will, obviously they're gonna judge you differently than someone who's clean.
Oh yeah, Dixon Cider. I could go that route. I could just tell them that I'm transgender.
Yeah, you're just not transitioned yet.
Yeah, yeah. I said I don't have a job and have the money to pay for my
Oh,
horn
dude, pull
my
that
horn.
one. Yeah, you can't afford your prescription yet. That's why you need the job.
Yeah, and so now the fact that you guys aren't hiring me so that I can afford my hormones, I might kill myself.
I was gonna take it one step further. Say if you don't get this money from the job, you're actually gonna kill yourself. They're gonna kill you in effect.
Jim, I've seen the trailer for that movie. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know what you feel about it, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. sometimes sometimes I hate when they do like, oh, a podcaster in a movie, but I understand, they got to keep up with like current times and shit. So of course they're gonna, like in Halloween 2018, how like the first two characters were podcasters, and it's like, oh god, are we really bringing podcasters into movies now? But it also sounds like the fact that it's like a sound movie. It kind of sounds like it's gonna suck when it comes out on Blu-ray and DVD, and you have to bring it home and watch it on your TV at home. Like it sounds like one of those movies that's only going to be good in theater because the sound is going to be such a important aspect to it.
It's like that Oppenheimer movie. I don't know if you ever seen that one in theaters.
I didn't.
It was cool in theaters, but I'd imagine a lot of my friends told me that watching it at home, like it might as well be a completely different movie. It was ass.
Yeah, probably not the same. And the theaters suck nowadays, so it's not like you can always just I don't know, go get the same ride. I'm
Bro.
always jealous that I never got to live in like LA, because it seems like when you go to movie theaters in LA, you're watching movies with other like film nerds and shit. But
Maybe
where
if
I've
you live in,
always
like, a
lived,
hipster-ass area.
yeah, where like people make the right reactions to the right parts of, because they understand like the theater experience and shit. Whereas when I get in the movie, it's like fucking retarded black chicks and drunk white dudes and Mexicans that like laugh when people are getting stabbed, and it's just like people that just do the exact opposite of what you want from like a theater experience, and they just kind of ruin the whole thing. And I was always good at blocking that kind of out a little bit, but it does bother me. Calamity Jane would would have gotten into fist fights with people at theaters if it wasn't for me like telling her to sit the fuck down. She'd be like yelling at people in the theater like to shut up, and I'm like, dude, like it's fine, like just they're annoying.
Watch
I
the
get it.
movie.
Yeah, just like try to ignore it. I was able to kind of block it out, but it does sometimes annoy me.
Yeah, I can't believe how expensive movie theaters still are.
Yeah, I think we just paid like 50. It's like 45 to 50 bucks for 3 tickets for a movie.
Most movie theaters are half off on Tuesdays. I don't know if you take advantage of that shit.
I'm trying to think about if I ever have. I'm sure I've seen a movie on a Tuesday. I just can't remember. I can't remember.
It's half off. Yeah, they never advertise it, but most theaters in California are half off on Tuesday.
I think the theater in my town at least it's cheaper if you see a movie in the daytime than in the evening, which
Of
I
course,
usually see
yeah.
my movies in the daytime. At least when I was going to the theater a lot. There was a stretch where when I was working and had a lot of money, I was going to the theater like at least once a month.
Dude, it's such a good way to escape like your normal life. Not to say some gay shit, but it is like a nice like breakaway from your daily life to go somewhere just to enjoy a movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like going to the theater. My favorite time is when you're seeing a movie and there's nobody else in there. That's
Oh,
always the
facts,
best.
dude. It's goated. You can relax, kick your feet up and shit, and not feel bad about it.
Yeah, you pretty much own the whole place. Or there's like 1 or 2 other people in there and they're also just doing the same shit.
Yeah, it feels like a fucking private viewing.
Yeah. All right. If there's anyone left, YouTube tells me there's 3, so it's probably just Dixon Cider. It's probably just Jim being oppressed, and it's probably either Triple E lurking in the shadows or it's Shit Piss lurking in the shadows. Jim says he went to Alamo Draft House
Bro.
back in November, and it was like $75 for 4 ticket pops. See, I don't even get popcorn. First of all, I don't get popcorn because I've got I don't like it when I just don't like popcorn honestly all that much. They get like stuck in my teeth and shit, and
Yeah.
it's overhyped to me, so I don't usually get popcorn.
Dude, Blue Icy at the theater is goated. It's the only thing I get.
I don't drink soda. I drink energy drinks and water, and that's it. But at the theater, I will get like a large like Coca-Cola or a Pepsi, and I'll just drink the shit out of it because that's the one time I'll drink a soda is if I'm in a theater.
Fucking Jim, man.
I like being the only one in the theater because I can take all my clothes off. Our uncle told me this story about he used to have some alcoholic friend, and one time he went to the theater in the daytime and he was drunk as shit and he passed out during a movie. And the employees found him and they thought he was dead, so they called 911, and so the ambulance came and picked him up, and he woke up the next day with like a $10,000 ambulance ride bill on the way to the hospital.
Fuck. Oh, because he blacked out at the movie theater.
Yeah, it's because he was drinking at the theater.
Dog. That's always the worst. That's why I couldn't believe your fucking story on that one stream with Dixon Cider that your buddy's mom called the fucking ambulance on you.
Oh yeah,
That's crazy because that shit is like fucking tens of thousands of dollars.
yeah, just for an ambulance ride to the next town over.
What a fucking racket, bro.
Yeah, no, didn't ask anyone, didn't tell anyone. Just like, oh yeah, this is what you got to do. Popcorn is overrated unless they have cinnamon shit you can pour on. Even then, I don't know. It's just not my favorite.
You fuck with caramel corn or like like the other kind?
Similar to popcorn. It's a little
Oh,
better, the
yeah,
caramel corn, because I like caramel, but
yeah.
I never go out of my way to get some.
No, never. I don't mind. That's how I feel about popcorn too. Like if it's offered to me, I'll eat it, but I would never buy it myself.
Yeah. I think I used to eat a lot of popcorn with Calamity Jane. We used to eat popcorn and like watch Family Feud all the time.
You ever get theater dogs?
No, actually.
Dude, that I won't lie, they're pretty goated. It reminds me of that one scene in Diary of a Kid when they go to the gas station to get the hot dogs and Roger Rules.
At the theater in my town, there used to be it's connected to a cafe, and you used to be able to get like pizza and salad and shit because they've got the
Oh,
trays.
dude, that's nice actually.
But that cafe closed down.
Ah, shit.
So now there's no pizza. You can get what they do have is they've got hot Cheetos with nacho cheese.
Oh, that's fucking hella Mexican. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, I definitely live in a majority Mexican town.
Oh, kettle corn. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Kettle corn's not too bad.
Yeah, no, it's alright.
Like sweet popcorn, basically.
Yeah, dude. I like that one theater that we usually go to, and they say they have all that shit, and then they just don't have any of it.
Oh yeah, they did that last time we were just there last weekend too. They played the ad for ice cream sundaes and fucking nachos and tacos, and yeah, they don't have any of that shit.
Dude, I think that's retarded because you get people like to like want that shit. It's like an appetizer menu, and then you go there. Oh, let me spend my money on the shit. And they're like, oh yeah, we don't have it.
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck's the point?
throwing your drink at someone in the movie when the screen goes black. Yeah, I like yelling rape in the crowded theater as soon as the screen goes black.
Oh, what's your opinion as like a movie fan? Someone who's like more sophisticated about shit for the Minecraft shit. You remember when people would go all crazy when he'd say like chicken jockey and all that?
I guess I'm like back and forth. Like I get it.
Mm.
The first thing I think is I'm down for kids to have a good time in the theater. Like
Totally, yeah.
we need that shit. But if I understand, if you're like an employee of a movie theater, do you want to clean up? Like they're bringing chickens into theater. You want to clean up chicken shit and popcorn? Like I get that.
Yeah, true.
When it comes to throwing popcorn though, you sweep up the theater anyway. Sweep up the popcorn and quit complaining. So
I
if the
agree.
kids are literally just throwing popcorn everywhere, honestly, I say fuck it. Like
I agree. I think when it gets to like drinks and all that shit, that's a little.
Yeah, when they're bringing live animals into the theater, they're probably
Yeah.
shitting.
I agree with you.
They're throwing liquids around, but if it's kids throwing popcorn,
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
as long as it's not happening every fucking, it's one movie. Like, let them have that one movie.
Facts. I can't wait for the sequel. I actually like that movie unironically. I think it's fun.
It was kind of fun. I
Yeah,
just
right?
liked the '80s character of Jason Momoa.
Yeah, and Jack Black's always cool. I was like, oh, it is a fun movie actually.
And now that I did think about it, it's a clever franchise idea because they can do whatever they want within
Totally.
that world. Like they
Yeah.
could just introduce any character and make any, because the Minecraft world doesn't really have like a set character, like a set list of characters. You know what I mean? Like they could just do anything in the Minecraft world.
Yeah, exactly. Like they are the characters. They can make them whatever they want. I will say, I think besides Jack Black and Jason Momoa's character, the rest of the characters fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Like completely no personality, fucking NPC ass characters.
Well, both the girls sucked.
Yeah.
Popcorn. I was making on my stove with coconut oil, and it's a low calorie snack. Jim, that's like the gayest thing you've ever said.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Wait, hold on. No,
Shitting in his hand.
no, but seriously, I did that before. I was in one of the front rows in one of the movie, and did I put my icy in my cup holder,
Oh,
and
shit.
hit the cup holder to go up, and it launched my drink. I start to shit in my hand and throw it at people while yelling "food fight."
Oh man, dude, what the fuck?
Oh god. It would actually be awesome to throw shit at someone like Gigi Allen style.
Bro, go to India.
I wouldn't
They do
have
that
it in
shit
me
all
to
the
shit in
time.
my own. I couldn't shit in my own hand though. That's the thing.
You couldn't do it?
I couldn't get past that mental block of shitting into my own hand. I'd have to go Vince McMahon method and just full on shit onto someone.
What about if you had a glove on?
If I had a glove on, yeah, I could do it.
And
It's
throw
got to
some
be a
shit at
thick glove,
someone?
though. I don't want to feel it at all.
I want to say in India they do it with like cow shit. There's
Dude,
like
I
a
think in India
festival.
they eat cow shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I know there's like an annual festival where they throw cow shit at each other for a good look.
And then there's that video of that chick in Africa where she's like rubbing shit on the front in front of their front door or something.
Oh
Probably to
yeah.
probably to like keep voodoo spirits out of their house or some shit. And then she's like, "Oh, people ask me if we also make the food with the same hands we rub the shit with." And she's like, "Well, of course I do. I don't have another hand."
Ugh.
People in the comments are like, you don't have silverware or like soap in water or
You
something
can't
like that."
wash your hand. Yeah, it's pretty wild out there in the other parts of the world sometimes.
Jim says he's not Indian, he couldn't do it.
No, I don't think I could do it too. I think I'd instinctively pull away at the last second.
Yeah, it's like one of those things you think you could, but then yeah, you pull your
I
hand
think
out
it's
of
like
the way.
human instinct to not, you don't want to touch shit. I think your brain naturally avoids it. Like, even dog shit. Like if you're walking at the park and you see dog shit, you're naturally gonna pull your foot away because
Yeah.
we know that it's gross, it's bad.
Yeah, there's like human instinct,
Yeah,
to avoid shit.
it's like the kids being grossed out by the trannies. Like we have the instinct to avoid shit that we know is bad.
Yeah, that's what I thought was funny when Annie was telling that. Like, oh yeah, definitely. Like when you're a kid, if you see a dude with a beard and a dress and like his beard gut is sticking out, like
Yeah,
and
you
he's
know
got
something's
makeup.
wrong.
Yeah, he's got makeup like caked on over. Like, yeah, you know that there's something that's like, that's not right. That's not normal. What I'm seeing right now.
Oh, dude, I remember when one of my comments was, I was telling my buddies about this the other day. It's crazy that Silence of the Lambs in the 90s, being trans was so fucking scary, it was deemable to make you a horror movie villain. Like, that's how crazy it was looked at just 30 years ago.
That wasn't even the only movie. I mean, that was a trope. Like Psycho from 1960.
Yeah,
Dressed to Kill from 1980 or 81, Brian De Palma, Sleepaway Camp. Like that was a whole trope in horror, was like
yeah,
the transgender psychotic murderer.
yeah.
And now all of those movies, all the conversations, oh, they were problematic. We didn't know as much as we know now. And it's like, no, I think you actually knew more back then than you know. You were more honest back then than you are now.
Yeah, you accepted the truth that shit's creepy.
Yeah. And now you're seeing this rise of like violence among them. And it's like, yeah, maybe you were right before.
Dude, it truly is people that don't have kids that make all these arguments because none of them. Because like my big fear is that like, if I had kids one day, like say I had a daughter and there's a fucking tranny dude in the fucking women's bathroom, like I don't want that dude near my daughter in the bathroom. Like that's fucking horrifying. But all these people making these arguments are fucking.
I always think about that. When our
Yeah.
sister was younger, like 11, 12, I
Right?
used to always hope that when we'd go see a movie, she would like go to the bathroom and I'd see a dude go to walk in there and I would
Beat
get my
his ass.
viral moment where I'd like stop him and like somebody would pull out their phone and record us. And then I'm on like Fox News and CNN and they're like, oh, a local man stood in front of a trans woman or a dude who went into the girls' bathroom and like, yeah, I always wanted that to happen because yeah, I would do this. I'd do the same shit. I'd like, no, you're not going in the fucking girls' bathroom when my sister's going in there. Like,
No,
I'm not.
exactly, because that's fucking disgusting. That's a man trying to use the same bathroom as a little girl. It's fucking disgusting.
My favorite movie is what the fuck is who's nail? Can I even? Is that a word I can say? Nail and Palin.
I don't even want to know. I'm not gonna say it.
There's no way it's an actual movie.
It sounds like a porn.
Palin. Are we talking Sarah Palin? What are we talking about here?
Like who's nailing Sarah Palin?
Yeah, who's nailing Palin? Comedy / pornographic.
Great. It's a great movie to watch with the family.
It's a 2008 American satirical pornographic film directed by Jeremy whatever. It satirizes. Yep, it's a Sarah Palin movie, Sarah Palin porn movie. That's awesome.
That is tight.
It also includes spoofs of Hillary Clinton, Bill O'Reilly. So that sounds great. Oh yeah, it was produced by Hustler too. So Hustler did a porn movie about Sarah Palin, Hillary Clinton, and Bill O'Reilly. Hustler is awesome though. One of the great movies is the People vs. Larry Flint. That is actually a really good movie. Courtney Love, that's like her biggest role she ever got in a movie.
I didn't know she acted. That's hilarious.
Yeah, she was in Sid and Nancy. She played a really small role. I think she wanted to be an actor first, and then yeah, in the 90s she got a couple roles because she dated Edward Norton from Fight Club.
Dixon sided with a pretty good wisdom that I've always agreed with.
Isn't it funny how when a male pretending to be female gets mad, they react violently? Oh yeah, yeah. Their real self comes out. When a man gets misgendered, he threatens violence, and when a woman gets misgendered, she runs to her car and cries and films a TikTok about it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you're a dude or you're a chick, and you react the way a dude and a chick would. Lisa Ann is my favorite actress. She's in a lot of children's movies. No, she is not in a lot of children's movies. She's in Hustler movies. She is kind of hot, but she's older, so I'd imagine back in the day she was hotter.
Hmm.
All right, I think Jim and Dixon Cider are the last two left. I'm gonna get off of here.
Same. I was gonna say 2.5 hours is a good stream.
It says there's 4 people. Whoever else is here, thanks for
Like
hanging
the
out.
stream.
I'm gonna hit the outro. I'm gonna blow out eardrums.
Peace out. Good stream. See you next week.
And we're all here today to groove and have a beautiful time together, and that it's only the beginning. Sometimes I think I'm drunk, and then I realize I am drunk. Sometimes I think I'm drunk, and then